Not it.
Not it.
Owls. Owls, yes. I guess owls is a good summary. So you guys are heading along the north side of the temple complex to get to the central palace complex rather. Come on, roll 20. Work with me.
Simultaneously not being eaten by giant T-Rex-like objects.
Yes.
We're actually doing a very good job of that.
Yeah, Theron made us dodge a fucking real hard bullet there.
And by hard bullet, we mean like permadeath of at least one person.
See, that's 3 or 4 times this campaign.
Yeah, Theron is MVP of the campaign so far.
And I've always seen almost getting myself killed most of the time.
Yep.
To be fair, we don't know that we couldn't have killed Lord of the Feathers, or that any of us would have died, but probably.
King
Hey.
of Feathers.
I just want to clarify one thing. Karen can be useful. She just chooses not to be.
Well, Karen did bring us here.
Choosing not to be, like, doesn't win any brownie points towards MVP of the campaign.
Speaking of which, are we streaming already?
Streaming and recording.
I forgot to tell the internet to go fuck itself. Go fuck yourself, internet.
That damn internet.
Goddamn internet. All right. So let's see where we're at here.
Okay, yeah, we're right there. That's right, we ended the session right after we ran into that fucker, didn't we?
Right after it.
Yep.
All right. So, you guys had a... as you can see there on the map that you are right on the edge of the water.
It's much wetness.
Much wetness. That's what she said. So across the water, you can see a temple complex. Sun's it's getting later in the afternoon. You have a few hours of daylight left. So I don't know what you guys want to do now that you can see the temple in the distance.
I'm trying to figure out. Looks like we recently had a rest. It's been a minute. I forgot.
You guys you had a long rest. You went into the palace complex. You discovered that's where the Yuan Ti live. You left the palace complex in a hurry. Came around the north side to go to the next temple, and then had an encounter with a big, angry-looking dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, we were trying to get to the next shrine, so this is where we're at. I assume this is where we're going. I am stealthing through this water because I don't trust... Actually, how deep is the water on the way to this shrine?
Give me a investigation check.
Sure.
Rain suggests that you could take Theron's 10-foot pole.
It's actually not a bad idea. Hey, Theron, you want to check how deep the water is with your really awesome pole of poking things?
Sure, I guess. So I'll walk over there, and I will take out my 10-foot pole, start lowering it in the water.
Okay. The water there, it looks like it is probably... I don't know just how deep the water is. Let's see here.
Well, I guess we're trying to find it.
It's about 10 feet deep. You can reach the bottom, but it's just over the top of the pole.
Oh, boy.
Well, we won't be walking. Do I see anything around that we could fashion into any kind of boat? Like, is there any wood? Is there trees that could be cut down in this area of the town?
Give me a perception check.
Or even a damn boat itself?
It looks like you can see what looks like a small dock coming out of a ramshackle building half mile away.
Closer to the ring wall or closer to the outer wall of the cliffs.
A bit closer to the ring wall, but not to the ring wall.
Copy. Well, then Rain will tell the group. It looks like there might be a dock at the building off that direction. We could always hunt for a proper boat. Fancy music.
Sorry, it's my pick.
I'm so
All
proud
right,
of you.
I'm looking through wild shapes real quick. I'll do
Okay.
you.
Well, if there's a dock, this city wasn't originally covered in water, so that dock had to have been built by something that lives here now.
Perhaps there is another colorful tabaxi like Old Bag of Nails.
I mean, I kind of hope not. He did try to kill us with lots of poison.
Aside from
Can
all
you-
that, though, he was quite the chipper fellow.
Can you ride a giant seahorse?
I'm a barbarian. I can ride whatever I want.
Technically, if you're a large-sized creature, any of us could ride you. But
Yes, the
I
question
think-
is it a large creature, or what size creature is it?
It's a large beast.
Then yes,
There's
you
a-
can.
there's
I
a
will
crocodile.
allow it.
There's a crocodile and a giant seahorse.
Okay, I will allow you to carry one creature at a time.
All right, y'all keep on doing. Y'all keep on doing things. I'm looking for more beasts.
I'm eating
Okay.
ice cream.
All right. So, how far away are we from this dock that Rain has seen?
Like half a mile. So,
Okay. All right. Well, then I assume we're heading our way over there. Is that what everybody? Like, we're making our way to at least like scout the area, see if we can find a boat. Because I mean,
Unless Seahorse Man gives us something else in the meantime.
right.
I mean, I could turn into a crocodile or something, but yeah, let's look for a boat.
All right. So to the dock, I will stealthily move along because I'm not getting fucking caught in this bullshit.
okay.
Matt, your mic is really windy.
Oh, sorry, when I lean over to check the fantasy drafts computer, it goes into the fan. Hold on, I'll mute myself and then turn it off.
I just didn't know if you knew if you were in a wind tunnel.
All right. So, Kayleen, you're stealthing up around. What are the rest of you doing?
Rain has sword drawn and is staying a bit back from Kayleen, but is basically leading the group en route to this dock building. I am looking for, like I said, stuff I could use in the meantime in case this boat plan does not pan out. I don't foresee myself like hacking down a live tree, but I am looking for, if nothing else, something that I could like hang on to while I swam across.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
But I'm terrible at them.
All right. As you approach, you do see that there is a small rowboat attached to the dock. Just kind of bobbing in the waves.
Aha. Rain will announce that to the group.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yep. Nice and easy.
Any,
Guess all of you could use this to get across.
when you say small rowboat, how many people are we looking at getting in it, or are we not close yet?
It looks like it'll hold 4 to 6 people. Like, maybe not comfortably, but you can get them in there.
Okay. Any sign of this area being lived in?
Not with that check, no.
Yeah, classic. Unless something jumps out to attack me, then I'm approaching the rowboat.
Okay. As you approach the rowboat,
Yeah,
You
we'll
are, in
stay back
fact-
in the bushes.
okay. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer you guys over here real quick.
I think Theron needs to stop getting distracted.
Oh, by the way, I did forget. I just did it, but that last long rest that we took was the second day that I had those poison arrows, so they went back to being normal arrows, and I changed that in my sheet just to let you know, Ken.
Cool. Thank you. So,
upon seeing the rowboat, Karen will take a non-rowing position.
okay, Karen, as you approach the rowboat,
Oh, good.
two figures jump out at you.
How far do I get before they attack me?
Oh, they're in the rowboat.
Oh, so like,
Oh.
as I get into the rowboat, they
Oh,
attack
like
me?
you're standing there on the edge of the rowboat. You're like got one leg into it,
Aha. Interesting.
and from under a tarp on the rowboat jumps
Oh,
two of
that
these.
looks none fun.
Whoa, can you increase those? What are those? Ooh,
Oh, hi.
ooh, boy.
How big are these things? Like snake-sized, or like I should be fucking shooting myself sized?
They look. Let's see here.
They look super friendly.
They're humanoid size.
Oh,
But they look like bipedal snakes, like lizards standing on their hind legs, kind of. They roar in rage, and they reckless attack. Actually, no, they don't have to do that because they have advantage anyways, because you were surprised, because you didn't look at all.
I mean, I was looking. I just didn't hop my happy ass into the rowboat.
I mean, if they were like hiding, I don't know. What's my passive perception? How shitty am I at this?
Well,
Probably very.
They rolled 20 on their stuff. So.
Yeah, they
Okay.
totally. I mean, hell,
Just-
even with a perception check, I was unlikely to find them.
Just barely enough to be mine.
No, I did legitimately roll stealth for the Yuan Ti ambushers.
It's cool. I got this, folks. Sort of.
Give me that turn tracker so I can roll
Well,
the initiative.
hold on. First, I'm doing the attacks on Karen. I just forgot to stealth the brood guards first. So they jump out with a roar and they attack and they hit 2. What's your AC there, Karen?
18.
18. 2 times 11. 2 more times for another 11. 22 total damage.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Squishy Warlock takes 22 damage.
Should have.
Yeah, I
one
only
tip.
have 35 hit points left.
Is that with temp HP?
Yeah, that's with 10 HP. But I also have like an AC of 18, and I'll be okay. Karen is
Better.
not as squishy as Karen pretends she is.
Better than my AC.
Yeah, your AC is better than mine too. I need fucking.
Because
It's a
Karen
big
doesn't use a
flare.
weapon for like 90% of the time, so she just like lugs the shield around and does nothing else.
Well, it's also too because we haven't found any studded leather on anybody, which would give me at least 1 extra, which would be nice.
Not many people in the jungle lugging armor around.
Did you imagine that?
Eh,
Most of them have been dead, I'll remind you.
that is very fucking true.
Kayleen, you are first act.
All right. They're in melee range of Karen.
Yes.
All right. Firing on the closest one.
Okay, we also have advantage. You'd have sneak attack anyways.
Okay. Oh, would I have advantage? Oh, because they didn't see me.
Right, because you said you were stealth.
Yay.
So proud of you.
Boopity scoop.
All right. That does hit.
And look, I'm using your macro.
Doesn't that make life easier?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't any harder for me to just click sneak attack on my sheet. but
Doesn't it make it easier?
I guess it's technically more. It's technically more clicks.
Say yes, do not angry DM before the Tomb of Annihilation.
It's yeah, sure. It
So
makes it so much easier.
The arrow takes that guy in the throat. He barely seems to notice.
See what you
Really?
did? You should have just said yes, motherfucker.
I know, right? Okay. I'm assuming that since we're on this dock, there's nowhere for me to break line of sight.
I mean, there's scattered things around. You can try and stealth. I'm going to say you have disadvantage to try and find somewhere to hide.
Okay. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Should have just taken the dodge action.
All right. The guy that was just shot, now he goes into a reckless attack. And he goes for Karen, so gives advantage on these rolls. Ooh, that's a crit. That's 3 hits. One of them is a crit. All 7 is 14, plus another 14 is 28 damage.
Ow.
Theron, you see Karen is getting her shit pushed in.
All right. I'm going to kind of shake my head and stop thinking about different animals that I can shift into. And I'm going to use Thorn Whip on this guy and try and pull him into the water.
Okay.
And wow.
And that is a hit, actually. Because he raged, so he
good.
Yeah, he did reckless attack.
did reckless attack.
Awesome.
Does he get a save against being pulled, or is it just if it hits, it pulls?
It's just if it hits, it pulls.
Okay.
10 feet.
He gets pulled into the water.
Nice.
Blah, 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 blah.
And then I'm going to back away from the edge of the dock.
Okay. Mandarin, we'll roll you into initiative on the next turn of attack. You guys were ambushed by some Yuan-Tis. You found a boat to go out into the water.
Cool. Sorry, I'm late.
No worries. All right. Out of the building.
I'm sorry, I was just being a jerk. I'll shut up.
Out of the building comes an arrow aimed towards the rogue.
Told you should have hid in the building.
That'll be 1 hit, 9 piercing, 4 poison damage. Kaylee.
Okay.
The other one that is not out of there will go full reckless attack. Another crit. All right, only 2 hits that time. A total of 8 plus 5 is 13 damage for Karen.
I'm down.
Okay. Karen, would you be kind enough to give me a death saving throw, please? It's your turn.
Cool.
Quick
How do you
question.
make death saving throws with advantage?
Quick question.
What's the question?
Is he within? I can't see. Is he within 10 feet of me? And does he get +3 because it's a saving throw? And
He would if he was within 5 feet of you. Well, I'm gonna say he's not within that distance of you because he walked up ahead.
10 feet.
Okay,
I
but
don't know.
he still walked ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
Karen, why do you have advantage on death saving throws?
It's because the type of cleric I am.
That's convenient.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was
just-
totally okay with the death grinder rules because Karen's a bitch to kill.
Uh,
A bitch in life and a bitch in death, as it were.
just roll it twice, I think. All right. That is a success. we chose no meat grinder, right?
Yeah, we chose a no meat grinder.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So one
my
success,
Meat grinders 15 or higher.
15 or higher.
oh my god.
All right. Another Yuan-Ti pops up. He will also shoot the rogue.
Bitch.
Kayleen, what's your AC?
15.
Okay, that is 2 hits. 9 plus 7 is 16 damage.
Okay.
All right. Rain, it is your turn.
Has anyone called out to the fact that there is shooting coming from behind?
I think you would notice the fact that the rogue has arrows sticking out of her chest, yes.
Okay. I'm just making sure, Karen's
Yeah, I mean,
up there dying.
if it's a free action or whatever to just like yell out, like I'll be like in the boathouse.
Unless you
Colonel Mustard in the
Ow.
boathouse.
unless you tell me otherwise, I'm gonna assume that I can move in there.
Yeah, you can try and get in the door. The door actually is locked. You can give an athletics check to try and break it down if you like.
Oh, they're shooting out windows?
Yes, on
Well-
second floor.
Oh, second floor. Well, then
Second floor.
I'm just gonna rethink everything. The one that Theron yanked out of the boat, is it? Like, can I run to the edge of the dock and attack down at it?
In the water?
That guy.
Sure, yes.
I'm just trying to make sure that, I don't have disadvantage for an awkward swing or whatever.
Well, I was thinking, well, that's why I was thinking about it, but I was thinking you'd have disadvantage for that, but then he has disadvantage for technically being prone in the water, so it'll just be a regular attack.
Okay, well, I'll attack him unless it's easier for me to just attack the one in the boat. I am going to rage first and then great sword double attack.
Okay. All right, first one's a miss, second one is a hit. For 15
Should I
damage.
roll initiative?
Yes, now I need to roll initiative. So he's now bloodied. That was the one that was shot previously. He is now severely bloodied.
He reckless attacked, or was that the other guy?
He did reckless. They both reckless attack, but the 11 still doesn't hit.
Okay.
Can I ask a quick question again?
Sure.
Were we in the boat, or did the boat roll up on us?
No, you guys were approaching the boat. There were two UNT, some weird UNT types in the boat that Karen disturbed, and now you were fighting UNT.
So
yeah, we were walking down the dock to get to the boat.
How big is this dock? Would I have been on my horsey? And where were we last session? When it comes to this? Did you take a long rest? I could hear you breathing. I have to turn you down.
You were not. You have not taken a long rest. You were about half a mile from here before at the end of the last session. You can choose right now whether you're on your horse or not.
All right, I'm not. Never mind. I just didn't know. I forgot where we left off last session. So.
We need to get across some water to get to the next temple. So we looked around and we saw a dock sticking out into the water, and we walked like a couple of 100 feet from where we were, and then the fight started. You didn't miss too much.
Yeah, you missed like 5 minutes. So we'll just go through the fight, and then we can explain exactly where you're at as far as getting to the next plot point. Kayleen.
All right. These assholes are shooting at me. Can I see them through the window, or are they like ducking around?
You can see them. They'll have a bit of cover, but you can see them.
Okay, fucking cocksuckers. All right. I'll shoot at the top one,
Okay.
and the windows. Wouldn't have sneak attack.
No.
So, and I probably miss.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna back up a little bit and see if I can't find a bit of cover.
Okay, you can definitely find cover. If you want to try and hide, that would require a roll.
All right, yeah, that's what I mean. Is find cover to hide. So still a disadvantage.
Yeah, because there's cover, but they're also in a raised position for you.
Yeah, right. That's not bad.
That's not bad. You actually you are able to duck behind something and break line of sight.
Oh, thank God.
All right. This dude's gonna step up. Let's see, which one is this? Oh, the one in the water. Let's see if he can pull himself up. Yes, he is able to pull himself up. Moraine, if you'd like to get an opportunity attack on him as he pulls himself out of the water, feel free. That is a hit, and I think that's just enough. Yes, he pulls himself out of the water. But that's just enough for you to lop his sneaky head off as his body falls back in the water. Bloop.
Yeah.
All right, he can't see them, so I think he would then shoot the. So, Druid, you're gonna have an arrow shooting down on top of you here. A couple arrows, actually.
I think I got skipped.
Did I skip? Theron, I did skip you. I'm very sorry. It is your turn.
All right. First off,
So did
I'm
I.
going. Did you skip Mandrid?
I don't see Mandrid in the turn tracker.
He did. He rolled. He should go right after me. Okay. He rolled a 15, but he's not in the turn tracker. Did
Okay.
you forget to click your token before you roll?
Theron, take your turn, then I will up a Mandrid in the tracker right now.
Okay. There's not a whole lot I can do right now, so I'm going to cast healing herb, a healing word on Karen to try and get her back up, and then I'm going to cast. You know what? I'm going to cast. Can I see these guys up here from where I'm at?
Yes, they have cover, but you can see them.
Okay, I'm going to try and thorn whip one of these guys and pull them out of the window.
Okay. All right, that is a hit. I am going to give them a athletic strength save to try and like grab the window before they get pulled out.
Good.
Oh, earthquake. You feel that, Hunter?
No.
No? Yeah, a little earthquake down here. Not a big one. All
You
right,
know,
yes.
I've been in California for a total of about 9 years, and I have not once felt any of the earthquakes. I've slept through them. I've even been on the road driving and not felt a single damn earthquake.
I don't think I wouldn't have felt that one if it wasn't sitting in a wheelchair, but I definitely felt that one. All right, so he does in fact fall out of the window. He falls prone, obviously. Roll me 2d6, Theron.
Okay.
Okay, he takes 5 damage from the fall.
All right. And then I'm going to move back here, a little further away.
Okay, very good. Mandrid, sorry about that. It's your turn.
Sorry, I had myself muted. Is there a door to this building?
There is a door. You might have missed it earlier. I was mentioning it because I didn't explain very well previously. When I ran up to it, I explained that it was a locked door.
Okay. I'm gonna run up. So this one that's prone, he's now outside. I have access to him, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. I'm gonna roll up on him. Is he bloodied? Did you say?
He is not bloody. No, he is prone because he was pulled out of a second-story window, but he's not prone.
All right.
He's not bloodied, rather.
I'm gonna swing my longsword at him. Oh, what is this? It now gives me the option to use Hunter's Mark on them.
If
That's cool.
if you've cast it.
All right, that's pretty cool. So no, but I am going to use a Divine Smite on him.
Okay.
If an 18 hits, that's for 18, and then I'm going to swing my longsword at him again, assuming the first one doesn't kill him.
It does not. That is a hit.
A total of 28.
Yep. And he is bloodied.
And then he's already prone, correct?
Correct.
What do I know about Yantis? They like water, right?
I don't think you would have that information. They are snakes. They look like vipers.
I'm dumb. Him being prone, if I shield bashed him, would it have any effect while he's on the floor?
You could
Prone?
push it. You could push him, I guess.
But he would just go into the water, wouldn't he?
Right.
Screw it, I'll do it.
Okay. Athletics check. Okay. He actually rolled better than you. He rolled a crit, nat 20 plus 3.
Wowza.
Yep. So you smack him with your shield. Doesn't like it very much, but he does not move. He hisses.
Those
at you.
UNT have been rolling really well this campaign.
Yeah.
All right. Now the other UNT gets to go. He's still up in the window. He sees Mandrid smacking his friend around. I guess he would shoot at Mandrid. Just one hit there, Mandrid, for 10 HP.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves over here.
And Karen got up there, right?
Yes. I can't remember how many HP though, but yes.
Okay.
2. It was only 2 HP.
That's lovely. This will be great.
No, actually, Theron, so the message here should have been 6, Kieran. I assume he's supposed to add like his wisdom modifier to it or something.
You know, stuff. You had 6. Apparently, that didn't add my wisdom modifier.
Oh, very well. Okay. Let's see what I got here.
Well, it's not your turn. It's the Yanti's turn that was attacking you.
Ah.
However, he's dumb and he doesn't notice that he's raging. He doesn't notice the fact that you were healed. So he comes over and he tries to smack around the barbarian.
It's going to work great for him.
Yeah, it works okay. He hits you for 17 total damage. Oh, because your reduction is 6. Yeah, it's 6, 7, and 4.
Before halving.
Before halving.
Okay. None of it's poison or anything weird? That's all...
All slashing and piercing.
Okay.
Claws
674.
and fangs.
Koi.
All right, Karen, it is your turn.
Karen is going to find something useful to do. To, in fact, not die.
Forgot I had temp hit points.
Yeah, me too.
Well, my token doesn't show them, so I always start subtracting off my real life, and I look at my sheet, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Oops. No, I didn't mean to click that, sorry.
If you wanted me to, I could make it so your token reflects temp hit points.
I like the 3 things I have on my token being on the token. I just was not prepared to have temp HP
Right.
every day.
Gotcha. No, okay.
Can someone remind me in 20 minutes to go wake up my wife?
Alright, so I gain 5 more
You can
HP.
try to remember that.
If not, it's cool.
All right. So Karen stands up and reaches out to grab the back of this thing's neck and sucks some life out of it.
Vampire.
Karen gives it the old reach around.
You know how I do.
I'm zoomed way out on this thing. All right, there, I can see what the fuck's going on now. This guy's going to stand up and he's going to try and return the favor to the paladin. By the way, these are the big snake-headed ones. So he's going to swing with his sword and then snap out with a bite. Mandrid, what is your AC?
18.
Oh, he actually hit really hard. The scimitar slashes you for 8 damage, and as you recoil from that, his jaws clamp down on your arm. You take 7 piercing and 7 poison.
So 8, 7. You're gonna make me do math, Ken?
It's -3 for each physical attack, right?
No, I don't have that anymore.
Okay. So if your total then is 14 plus 8 is 22.
41. All right, cool.
All right.
You hit with all of them?
He has 2 attacks and he hits twice. Rolled a 19 and a 23.
Wait. I'm confused then. You just told me to... I'm sorry.
He hit you twice. The slashing damage did 8 damage. The bite did 7 piercing and 7 poison.
Oh, okay.
All right, Rain. I assume you're sacking the guy there.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. I'm going to actually skirt around the dude. Actually, I'm going to move to there. And then lay into him with my greatsword.
Okay. Also, Karen, I think Vampiric Touch is a touch spell, so she would actually be in melee with him anyways.
I thought I already was in melee range because they had attacked me.
Well, they moved after you were unconscious. So,
like the way the tokens still were, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I figured we were kind of close. But yeah, if it needs to be, I'll step in.
Oh,
Okay.
well then I'm not moving. I'm going to stand back where I was. But 2 greatsword attacks and in my turn.
Okay. Okay. And Karen, by the way, you have a 1 level exhaustion now for going unconscious.
Aha.
The greatsword attacks both hit, both for 10. He is bloodied. Kayleen.
All right. Let's see. Assessing the situation. I'm pretty sure Mandrid has that fucker right there handled. And this asshole is still up in the fucking window. So I'm gonna go for the one that's still up in the window. So at advantage, and blah blah blah. And I fucking biff it.
Yes, 10 does. Well, actually, you were hidden. It doesn't matter. It still misses. So yeah, you pop out of hiding and you take a shot, but you're confused by the different heights in the window and just blinks right in the side of the building.
Try to hide again.
Yep, but you're able to move. Do a barrel roll into some barrels that are along the pier. There's a possum in there with you. He hisses at you.
Sounds good.
Mandred.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was. I thought I was muted. Sorry. Thought I was muted. This guy's bloodied, correct?
Yes.
All right. In that case, I am going to swing my longsword at him. No hunter's mark. Does the 10 hit?
Nope.
No. I'm gonna swing it again. Hold on. Not just yet. Just want to see. I think this is a bonus action. Yep, I'm gonna cast Divine Favor as a bonus action.
Okay.
All right. Longsword at him. Jesus H. Mary, Mother, Joseph.
Okay, so your sword glows with the holy energy. However, that just makes it easier to see, and thus he's able to dodge out of the way.
Yup. Hopefully Theron can finish this guy off, because him and his buddy just took me for half my health.
Theron.
Well, first off, Theron's going to start looking towards the other window here. First, though, he's going to cast Bear Spirit right on top of us and give us another 11 temporary HP. That should give everybody around here that much.
Okay, what's the size of the aura?
It's 30 feet, so it should hit everybody. I was trying to find a way to draw arrows, but I don't know how anymore.
It's the weird circle that has a ruler in it now instead of a ruler symbol.
Yeah, it doesn't hit me.
Yeah, you can choose either not hit Kayleen or not hit Karen. You can't hit them both.
Oh shoot.
Get Karen. She needs it more.
Okay.
Oh, thank
Well,
you.
Kayleen, you're stealth. Sorry.
That's another good point. You can't even see me, so
I'm gonna make sure I get Karen since I just picked her up.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to pull this guy out of this two-story building too.
Okay. Uh, 13 does hit.
Oh, nice.
However, he does grab the windowsill and prevent himself from falling out the window.
Sorry, Madrid. We can't get in the door. This is the only way to get him out.
Well, I'm glad that I don't have them both swinging at me with poison scimitars.
All right. He's going to shoot you back there, Theron. He didn't like that very much.
Don't blame him.
At least he's attacking you now and not me.
Theron, what's your AC?
16.
All right, so that's one hit, 13 total damage.
All right.
All right, this guy. Oh. Karen, 1 or 2?
2.
Going for the barbarian. Barbarian is a barbarian fight. They're just barbarians against barbarian.
That's fine.
He's gonna hit you twice there, Rain. He's gonna hit you for a total of it's 8 on the first attack, it's 4 on the second.
Okay.
Karen, you still got this big snarling ugly snake monster thing right in melee range with you.
Yes, indeed, I do. Which is why I am going to do. I think I'm going to do this. Does Shield of Faith do anything at higher level spellcasts? Is it worth casting at a higher level? But I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And then I am going to shoot this dude with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. It does not appear to have any benefits for higher level casting. Okay. It's disadvantage from Eldritch Blast because you were within melee.
Within melee range, but
he was
yeah.
raging, so as advantage so it cancels out, and those both hit anyways. So 16 damage. All right. He continues bleeding his own blood out of his back from those blasts, but he's still up. This guy's going to repeat the attacks on Mandrid, continuing to bite and snap and swing. He rolled a 10 and a 6, which is a crit fail. So yeah, he is bloodied and confused, and he is unable to make contact.
I was wrong. I was just telling Tyler he was gonna fuck my day up. I was like, watch, he's gonna fucking destroy me.
Rain, it is your turn.
I'm gonna attack the guy in front of me. I'm gonna attack once and see if he's still up, and then I'll adjust.
All right, that is a hit. That slices him down the middle, and his two slides flap in the wind as they fall to the deck.
Rain is gonna do like a sarcastic bow to Karen before spinning on his heel and prancing across the dock to attack this guy.
I'm imagining him doing this Homer Simpson like prance.
Yeah. It's great.
With great sword in hand.
Because I
Yeah.
miss, but still.
That's very Homer Simpson of you.
It is. Kayleen.
All right. Fucker in the window is still my target. I don't
Okay.
like him. Aha! It's not a crit. Oh, wait, no, I had advantage. Yeah, it is.
You have advantage. Yes, it is a crit. So 25. No, you don't have a sneak attack, though. I used to because you're hidden. So 20.
If I have advantage, I always have sneak attack.
Yeah. 35. Wow. All right. If he was at full health, that would have bloodied him, but he was not at full health.
Okay. Hang on, wait. We got a stealth again. And probably not.
No, that was not going to be enough stealth. Actually, what's their passive perception? We have a small bonus to that, but no, yeah, actually, you are able to stealth. He's not paying a ton of attention to you.
Awesome.
Like the arrow took him. That would make him want to pay attention, but he missed. You're able to hide again. Amandra's turn.
Yay! Mandrid is going to swing at. I'm not muted, right?
Nope.
Mandrid is going to swing at the bloodied Yang T in front of him. Hopefully, he can hit him.
Yep, that's a hit.
+4 does a 16. Is that enough to take him down?
It's not down. He's looking pretty bad, but he's not down.
All right, he'll swing again.
All right, that is enough to take him down. Don't have to roll extra d4.
I don't.
Nope, he had 10 hit points left. You did the exact amount of hit points you needed.
All right. Then at that point, is there a spot under which Mandrid can move, in which the Yanti could not, like under the
Yeah, you can
under
move
the
around.
window?
You can move around to the side here. No, don't enable fire war. You can and move around to the side over here because the window's facing out like this way. But then you wouldn't have any shot on the UNT or the door either. But you can get yourself around the edge of the house there.
And he wouldn't be able to hit me.
Right.
And how far away would I be from the front?
Well, the front is like right there. So you're just around the corner from it. But until you go around the corner, you don't have any sight on him or anything.
All right. So just like 5 feet around the corner, right?
Right.
Because my next turn, I'm telling you my plan, my next turn, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to let's say I wanted to climb up there my next turn. I want to be able to do that. So I don't want to get too far away.
Okay.
Hypothetically, if I wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Understood.
Cool.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to, before I do that, never mind. That's my turn.
Okay. Theron.
If you're talking, you're muted, bud.
I was muted. I'm gonna try and pull this thing out of the window again.
Okay. So 7 does hit. And you are able to pull him out the window to give me another 2d6 damage for the 2 stories of fall.
Nice.
You're a jerk. I was totally about to get him out that window.
I was gonna fly out there.
I made
But
the effort to walk all the
save
way
my
to the
wing.
shelf and get the player's handbook and look up grapple rules,
You know what the grapple rules are there, right?
but I didn't.
See, and here I am just trying to be nice and setting things up for y'all.
You did a good job there, and don't listen to them.
I was going to hug him, and if I could not win the grapple, I was just going to step out the window while holding on to him.
Well, you do have advantage on strength checks, so you can still grapple him, and you're gonna win.
All right. He stands up. Let's see here. Actually, he does not stand up. He turns into a snake and he slithers into the water.
Does he like disappear from sight? Like, do we like lose him in the water?
You'll have to give me a perception check to try and see him as he swims away.
I can do that.
All right, Karen, it's your turn. Give me a perception check.
I will.
That was his turn.
That was his turn. Nope, his natural stealth is higher than that. So he didn't get a stealth check, but he is, I'm giving like passive stealth. So you're not able to see him. Rain.
Is there anything on this dock that I can pick up and throw in the direction that the snake went?
Yes, I will say there. You can Donkey Kong a barrel.
I was going to say, I think I heard something about barrels earlier, so I'm going to
Yes.
grab a barrel, and I'm not even like hoping to hit him. I'm just like barbarian rage barrel chucking a barrel in the general direction that it went.
Okay. Give me a ranged attack roll at disadvantage. Okay. Well, it's plus your dex and
Yeah, I
proficiency.
just didn't have a good way to do that, so I was going to roll and then just tell you plus. But I fucked it up, because I apparently picked up a barrel full of something.
But fuck it.
Pick up a barrel full of like rotting fish, and they just dump all over you, and you're distracted because like you love rotting fish. It tastes delicious. Kayleen.
All right, I'm gonna, seeing that happen, I'm gonna flip over the barrels and let's see, run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet, and I'll make a perception check for this piece of shit. Where is he?
You do see him swimming away about 3 feet under the water.
I shoot his stupid face off, or try to. I'm assuming that I have disadvantage.
You don't have disadvantage, but you don't have sneak attack either.
Okay. Ha ha!
He had 6 hit points left.
Fuck yes!
All right, so you just see the elf run up, skid to a stop right behind the now feasting kitty barbarian, and just take a shot in the water, and the snake writhes up out of the water and splashes down into it.
Now if that's over, Theron is going to jump away from Rain because he doesn't want fish on it.
Mandra's gonna walk back over to the Yanti that he killed, and he said that he had a snake head, so he's gonna go over, cut off its tongue, and fix it to his armor. Maybe pull off a fang or whatever, some souvenir. Then he's gonna go over to the door. Remind me why we were coming down this bridge. Was there a specific purpose where we were trying to get into this house?
We were actually looking
Want
for
the
a boat. Yeah,
Oh.
because the shrine that the next shrine we're trying to get to is in the water, and the water's about 10 feet deep, and it'd be a lot nicer to have a boat than to swim.
Gotcha. Should we check out this house first? Could be some cool stuff in here.
Yes, yeah, that's actually sounds. Actually, as a matter of fact,
Manager's gonna check out the door. You said it was locked. He's gonna try to force it open.
Okay, yeah, without any. Now that you have time, it's relatively easy to knock the rotting wood loose.
As soon as the door gets open, Rain is going to take a step in and do like little kitty sniffs in the air and goes, "Hang on, guys. Something smells fishy."
Manager's gonna push him out of the way and walk in.
Rain, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Colleen
Plus-
has
+3.
this
You get a +3.
horrifying urge to
Yeah,
stab.
that joke was full of carp.
God, you too.
Oh my god.
I was about to give you good berries too. Guess who's not getting good berries?
I need some good berries.
Look at the assholes.
I need some good berries.
I've got about 60 of them. Who wants some?
I need some.
I'm down. Let's see how many. I'm down 35 HP.
I'll pull out this big old bag of good berries and just start passing them around.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
I mean, I don't want to like eat your whole stash of good berries, healing myself. If we're gonna take a short rest, I can heal myself for a large amount without too much worry.
Why don't we clear the house and then take a short rest?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So can I have like 10 good berries for now, just so I don't die?
All right, 10 good berries.
Just so I have like a semi-reasonable amount of HP to not die with.
All right. You enter the house. It looks pretty decrepit. Like, it doesn't look like this was originally like a boathouse. It looks like this house has been here since the city was new, but it's been converted into a boathouse. There's some like nets, and there's some more barrels, and there's an oar on the wall. Also, looks like there's an effigy made of little frog people bones, in the shape of that creepy snake effigy you guys keep seeing. These guys have a motif, is what I'm saying.
I smashed the effigy. I'm really mad that they got the upper hand on me.
Okay. Yep. You smash that effigy right up. It smashes.
Okay. I mean, nothing. Nothing fancy. She just kind of like kicks it.
Yep. No worries. There isn't some evil snake god that comes out and attacks you or anything.
Also, while we're here, I'll check the barrels and look around for any arrows that the archers might have dropped.
Okay. Anybody else looking for anything particular? Investigating anything?
I'll just be looking around for anything of interest, any weapons, any maps, any food rations, insect repellent.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Kayleen, as you go and investigate the bodies, you do find that they each have... let's see how many arrows they have left on them. You have a total of 10 arrows you can steal off of them.
Sweet. That actually works very nicely.
Mandrid, you open up, you see what it looks like don't open it yet, unless you tell me you do, but you find what looks like a trap door in the back of the house, going down to the floor.
I'll point it out to who's good with sneaky things and traps and stuff.
Rain thinks you should pick Kayleen.
Kayleen, would you mind checking this for traps since it's a trap door?
Ooh, I like trapdoors.
I found this door here, and I would normally just open it, but the last time I did that, I lost my eyebrows for a month.
Yeah, don't worry, big guy. I got your back. And she kind of smacks you on the shoulder and walks over and starts investigating the trapdoor.
Thanks, hon. And I slap your ass.
That is inappropriate.
She has this urge to pull out her knife, but she doesn't. She knows that she's being friendly and chummy, and she's just like, fucking, she lets it slide for now.
Oh, he's just testing you. He's not doing it in any sexual way whatsoever. He's just testing you.
Theron gets a little jealous. He's not here to say that, so I just say it on his behalf. He doesn't know why he does, but he does.
Okay.
Kayleen, give me a investigation check.
Mandr's actually a flaming homosexual.
Okay. You don't sense any traps.
All right. Fiddle with it. Is it locked?
It is not locked.
All right. I'm just gonna slowly. I'll put my bow on my back, take out a dagger,
Mandrill
and like
Mandrill
slowly
stop you.
open it.
And say, Mandrill will put his hand on it and say, do you want me to open it just in case?
I mean, are you sure? You always take all the hits for us. I mean, I don't mind open. I don't hear anything down there, so it might just be where they were storing some stuff. I don't really think it's going to be necessarily a. You know what? Fine. Yeah, you open it. It's fine. It's fine.
Rain can check it out. He's got this, and Rain's gonna open the door.
Before he does that, Mandrill will take about 15
Yeah,
steps
I'll
back.
take some steps back as well.
Okay. So when you open the door, you see just a moment of a flash of a glyph of warding before it explodes. Since Mandarin stepped back, Rain, you are not in his saving throw benefit.
Oh no.
However,
Shit.
yeah, you said about 15 feet back, so that means that Kayleen and Mandrid are in fact still in that in the explosion of the fireball. However, Kayleen, you are in his saving throw. I need all three of you to give me dexterity saves. DC is 15.
Rain.
Oh no.
So how's it going,
Fuck
Karen?
me. Wait, no, +3. Ha ha! I make it.
Kayleen, not Karen. Karen's fine.
I know. Me and you, we were both fine.
Yep. You guys,
okay.
you guys didn't say you went in the house. I'm gonna assume you're outside. You just see all the windows and the place just go as the whole place catches on fire.
Oh yeah, Karen was definitely waiting outside.
Okay.
Rain's
so
gonna
let's
be
see here.
standing over the hole, like black, burned face, one whisker still smoking, and go, "Guys, I found the trap."
Fireballs are D8, right?
Yes.
No, D6.
No, wait, D6.
8d6, right?
8d6. Okay,
Yeah,
but it's cast at 6th level, so therefore it is 11d6.
11d6.
Who cast a 6th level?
The
Glyph of Warding did?
Glyph of Warding, yep. So, Mandrid, you take 38 fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Kayleen,
3 HP.
Kayleen and Rain, you both take what would that be? 19 fire damage.
Got that temp HP though.
You got that temp HP though. Let's see here. Why don't you all give me dexterity saves again real quick?
Oh,
Actually, no. Give me athletics or acrobatics as the building starts to collapse in on you in a flaming pile of rotting wood.
Hooray! Ha ha! Wait.
Tumble out of there like a ninja would.
All right. You do, in fact, get out. However, Rain, you're going to get smacked in the head with one board as you get out. You'll take two bludgeoning and 5 fire damage. As you fall, I think it's going to knock you unconscious, but it's going to you'll be in the doorway. You'll stumble out the doorway as you fall unconscious.
Wait, I'm not unconscious? What?
The second I get outside.
You took another 7 damage from the collapsing building as you stumbled out the doorway.
Yeah, but I got 36 hit points.
Oh, okay. I thought you failed. Matter, you're fine. You don't take any damage.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because then I'm down. The second I get outside, I'm gonna touch myself. And
okay.
Well, that's an interesting reaction.
Building falls down. I touch myself.
I'm gonna need some good berries, as many as you can spare. I have 3 HP.
Oh yeah, Colleen ninja rolls out of the building and fucking lands, and then just slumps down.
So is anybody else in favor of that rest now? Ken says in the sassiest bitch voice.
I'll just hold up the bag of good berries.
Ken?
Yes.
I have that feat that allows me to dodge, and when I dodge, I can use a hit die. So I would assume that should allow me to just use a hit die whenever I want. Wouldn't that make sense?
In sure. I mean, if you want to use your hit die, just remember you have a limited pool of them.
Is that like whenever
feel
you
like
want
that's
ability or long
cheating.
rest ability? Fucking powerful ass ability.
Well, it's an action. It's an action in combat. So if
Yeah.
he takes the dodge action, he can use the hit die. But it's
Yeah.
so I mean, if you want to use the hit die just whenever, sure.
I feel
It's
like it's
just-
cheating, but it makes sense, you know?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. I mean, if you want to spend, if you want to spend your hit die for that, that's absolutely fine. Just remember, you only get half of them back on a long rest.
Yeah. I don't even want to do it right now. I just thought of it anyway.
Okay.
I know we're probably gonna take a short rest, but before we do that, how many good berries can you spare me right now?
I have 50.
I'm gonna take 10 of them immediately, just in case something falls from the sky, like heavy, just in case it hails for some reason. I don't want to die. So I have 13 HP.
Okay, Matt, were you saying something? Matt,
Matt wants to take a short rest. I think that's what he was saying.
you're muted, Matt, if you're talking.
Hello?
There you go.
There you go.
Hey,
Oh, I'd partially unplugged my mic. That's probably why it sounded like I was saying something.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
But I do
So
want to
you
take a short rest. That is accurate.
Okay. If you guys want to take a short rest, you can take a short rest.
well, has the house completely burned down?
It's currently burning. Yes.
All right, before the short
I-
rest.
Could I put it
Sorry,
out
go
the
ahead.
fire?
Yes. You can pool water over the burning wreckage of the house, so it is now a soggy, smoking pile of wreckage.
Okay. Is it still? It's not 2 stories anymore. It's falling in on itself, right?
Yes. It was a old rotting building to begin with, and then a massive fireball went off inside of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're not resting in there. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. So, do y'all have any idea of where the glyph of warning went off?
On the door.
I would say the trapdoor was probably like right about here-ish, I would say.
I guess as y'all get ready for taking that short rest, I'm gonna ask. So, could you point me the direction where this trap went off?
Rain motions to the house.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, it'll be in the back. It's in the back corner over here.
All right. While they're kind of recuperating, putting out the fires, could I go over to that area in the wreckage and see if I
We're
find
not
anything
putting
there?
out the fire.
I put out the fire.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Whatever was whatever was behind the door.
Okay. Give me an investigation check with disadvantage as you try and get through the smoking, flooded wreckage. No, you can't get through the pile.
Well, whatever it was guarding, I guess we'll never know.
Alright,
Unless we,
short
like,
rest time.
Blow it up to clear it off. But whatever.
I don't have any way of doing it. So instead of going back through the wreckage, I'm just going to make like some ice stairs to get across.
Are we taking
Question.
Damn fucking
Could I
ice
use-
scaling.
Could I use thaumaturgy over and over and over again to vibrate the stuff off by vibrating the ground?
No.
That seems very dangerous in your hand.
No, it says right in the spell harmless, so I can't actually hurt anybody. I can just move stuff, right?
We're taking a short rest right here, right?
Short rest, yes.
Shit, I just realized I could have frozen us a walkway.
You were the worst,
God
Druid.
damn it. I've been
It
waiting all
actually
campaign
did.
to use
I had
that.
to use all of my hit dice, and 10 of those good berries, but I did get back to full health.
At least one of your rolls was over 2.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I will be right back, by the way.
Okay. A lot of people watching the stream today for some reason. Hello, Internet. I hope you're having fun fucking yourselves.
Oh man, we actually got raided by the Never Split the Party stream. They're a bunch of cool folks, and earlier today they were having lots of fun in a lime green PT Cruiser with wood paneling down the side. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, I forgot about my temporary HP, so actually I have more HP than I thought I did.
I talked all that shit about Kayleen getting ones, and then I rolled a 1 on my head die.
That's what you get.
That's how it works.
Can I borrow like 10 good berries? Or
10 good berries.
Maybe like 5 good berries.
5 or 10.
Can I have one? One good berry?
6.
All right, I'm down to 31 good berries.
I need 11 good berries.
I'm down to 20 good berries.
And you need to give me more temporary HP.
Okay, do you want me to give it to you now, or do you want us to wait for the opportune moment?
Give it to me now, Daddy.
All right.
Well, it costs a spell slot, right?
No, I can't use it again until we take another rest.
No, wait. Hold off on it. Yeah, hold off on it until other people need it, because you don't need it right now, right?
I need it, but it also gives that strength benefit in case
then wait
happens.
Well,
Okay, I'm back.
how long
Yeah,
does that straight benefit last?
Only while in that combat, right?
No, then wait until we're in combat again.
Yeah, it lasts a minute as long as the spirit's still there.
Nah, you're right. You might as well wait until we're in combat.
I'm a little uncomfortable with the "give it to me now, Daddy" comment.
That's why I said it.
You ever notice that "forgive me, Father, for I have sinned" and "I'm sorry, Daddy, I've been naughty" mean the same thing, but they don't really mean the same thing?
They don't mean the same thing. I love saying that to people.
I'll be right back. I gotta go wake up my wife because she.
Oh shit! That was 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Told you I'd forget.
She went to sleep in my daughter's room, so my daughter would actually go to sleep in her room, but she didn't. I promised her I'd wake her up, so I'll be back in 2 minutes.
All right.
BRB. Less than that. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
So we're waiting. So I probably could have made us an ice bridge, but then we would have been stuck out on the water in case something happened. So, that was my plan the whole time.
Karen would like to raise a finger and say, "You would be stuck out on the water. I can fly."
You can fly? How did that happen? I know Manjred over here can fly, but you?
Well, I can't do the whole wing thing, but my spell casting is progressed to a level in which I can now fly, yes.
Look at Kayleen and Rain, so can all of you fly too? Is someone else even got the fact that they can fly?
I've got my feet, and I'm kind of good with a grappling hook if I have one. I don't do magic.
Rain can only swim.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the 10-foot pole out, and I'm going to pull whatever these Yanti were hiding under off and see if there's anything else hiding under inside the boat.
Okay. Yeah, you pull out the remains of the Yanti. Besides for some guts and blood, there is nothing else in the boat.
Hey, I killed them outside the boat.
Yes, but it's messy. You're not
Okay.
neat.
The 10-foot pole cracks me up. Like, every time we use it, I can't help but to imagine, like, a fucking, like, session 0 with, like, an old school D&D vet character and then, like, a D&D noob character next to each other. Like, "Hey, mister, what's that really long stick for?" "Don't worry, son, you'll see." Like,
Guess who's back? Back
Slim
again.
Shady?
Shady's
Andred's
back.
back.
Tell a friend.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm wondering how we're actually how I'm carrying this 10-foot pole around. Am I just like, do I have a 10-foot pole sticking out of my backpack there, or does it like fold up?
You tell me.
Are you
I
fancy
am
enough to have
telescoping
a
pole, man.
telescope?
It's like one of those flagpoles.
I imagine that you have it like you have it on your backpack, or like a flap of your backpack is flapped over the pole.
I mean, you know those like telescoping flagpoles they use at like football tailgates and stuff?
Sounds good to me.
I always imagined it was like that. But
I'll go with that.
I'm
it's your poles, so.
gonna need all of us to walk through the jungle carrying it like the PJs carry that pole for punishment during their training.
I imagine that this is your backpack, right? And then like there's a flap like this, right? And then the pole is like that.
Just so he's 10 foot wide wherever he goes.
Oh yeah. And then like this is his head.
That's got to be hell to get through town.
Worse. It's no worse than that fucking cloak that he had in the last goddamn campaign.
And then if he needs to like squeeze by something, he just has to turn and like,
It's a constant game of rotating through doorways.
Yeah, he just has to like shimmy through the doorway, like sidestep through a doorway.
Oh man, you weren't here for that, were you?
No.
Last campaign, we were doing Storm King's Thunder, and we got to this place with this fucking, and he found this dragon scaled cloak that was like giant sized, and he was a fucking a gnome or a dwarf or something.
I was a gnome.
Yeah,
like
so he wrapped it up around his neck, and he's just walking around with this fucking giant cloak just dragging everywhere. It's amazing.
Find a dragon skin cloak. You are not going to lead that anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's like 10 feet long. You're taking that thing with you.
Why wouldn't you just have it like tailored or something?
We didn't find a place to tailor it.
Yeah, we never.
I
think we tried one time, but then we
it
ended
was
up
towards the end, wasn't it? Kind of.
Yeah, and then we ended up getting waylaid by some bandits or something, and fucking me and him had to fend them off, and then we had to fucking deal with the guards because we like destroyed a fucking building.
Oh, Vera,
yeah,
you sneaky bastard.
It did happen.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And we were going to find the tailor.
Yeah, we were like on our way to the tailors, and then we got waylaid by bandits, and freaking it was just you and me, and we killed them all. But freaking you cast like some kind of spell, or somebody cast some kind of spell, and like destroyed half the fucking building.
It was worth it.
He was hanging back a bit as you got attacked, and he.
I just wanted to make sure he wasn't dead.
Nope, not dead.
No, he is dead. We're all fucked.
Right.
Was this on the wrong layer?
My Musharibis. That's
I
my
had the-
goal after.
Did
so
the
sorry.
other guy die? Savaranis, or whatever his name was.
Nope, you guys. He's still. Assume that they're there with you guys, and I just forgot to put them on the map because that's what happened.
After this campaign's over, me and Musharib are gonna start a family
Oh.
and have millions of babies.
You two have fun with that.
Weird albino dwarf.
I just realized I drew the water on the map, but I drew it on the GM layer, so you guys didn't see it.
Nice.
Karen's gonna edge away from you, like very slowly, Mandrid.
I didn't
As
say
you
that
talk
out
about
loud.
Musharib's babies. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Karen
just
can like
a-
talk to your mind, so she's still gonna edge away from you.
She doesn't know that she's a character in a game, and that my player was talking about that.
You know what's funny about that is there is a homebrew. There's a homebrew warlock patron for that. It's the DM, and like the DM is your patron, and it's actually
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
It's so funny.
It is like because the funny thing about it is too is that the abilities are good, but literally because the DM's your patron, he can just be like, "No, you can't use that right now because I said so."
All right. So you guys get in the boat and heading across to the temple.
Yep.
All right. You guys head across. There's only a few hundred yards across the water. Monoliths adorned with prancing frog-like figures rise from the swamp. Beyond, a ruined edifice shaped like an arrowhead squats in muddy water. Bushes and trees grow from its roof. At the pointed front of the building, steps ascend to a stone door caked in slime.
Ooh.
The water also, you can tell, is getting more shallow. It looks like this is like built on like a small hill originally. So it's
Wait,
they're
can
still
I-
covered in water, but it's more shallow.
Sorry, never mind. Sorry.
No worries.
It was completely irrelevant.
Okay. So you guys are approaching. I'm going to transfer you over to the right map here if my mouse will cooperate.
My mouse has been fucking up on me too. I need to go get a new one, or like try and get mine cleaned somehow. I like
Oh.
double clicks whenever I don't want it to, and I don't know why it's doing that.
Matt, why would Karen have a problem with Mandrid being gay with Musharib when she's been gay with the lesbian wizard?
First of all, that was vaguely rapey. Second of all,
Well, look where it got her.
Yeah, but like, why would she care?
I think it was more your emphasis on the number of babies, the perverse number of babies.
No, I don't think that was it. I think she's a homophobe.
Really big.
Yep.
Come on, mouse.
I mean, she is a bitch.
Yeah, that's true.
I need a new mouse. Do.
Yeah, same here.
All right.
My parents need a new dog.
That's kind of fucked up.
Now they have 2 more dogs.
All right. So you guys are approaching. You're down here, by the way.
I
I
was gonna say,
cried
where the
today
hell
over
are we?
that.
Oh, there we are.
I'm a little bitch.
Mandrid, I found your horse.
Were you looking at my pants again?
I'm not going to honor that with a response.
That means that he was.
God bless it, mouse.
I need to get one of those like good gaming mouses for whenever I play the Old Republic.
I've got a Naga that I've been using for years.
Yeah, my mouse is actually a decent gaming mouse. It's just ancient and doesn't want to roll anymore.
I just have a shitty basic mouse. I mean, it's got a couple of extra buttons on it, but I never use them for anything.
You should probably, every once in a while, you should unscrew the bottom of it and take out the ball and clean off the.
Mine's
You know.
laser.
Yeah, but nobody has a
off
ball
it.
mouse anymore.
Yeah. Who the fuck uses a mouse with a ball in it anymore? Honestly, like they all
Hey.
come with like laser.
My mouse
What?
has a ball on it.
Yeah.
Then you are terrible people and should get better mouse.
No, I use a thumball mouse.
Yeah, you know what? You should calm down, haters.
All right. Anyways, you see that shrine right there in front of you. As you approach, you see that there are atop the walls and atop the building, there are several grung, little frog people with arrows pointing their arrows at you.
We come in peace.
Sevix can talk to them, right?
Hmm?
Sevix, whatever his
Oh
name is.
yeah,
can talk to these
your
people.
your guide can talk to them. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that guy.
A guy who's totally on the boat with us.
Is he with
Yeah,
us?
Orvex can definitely talk to them. He's told us that several times.
Yep. Yes, he will communicate. He was like, "What do you want me to tell them?"
We come in peace.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just check. Forgot that he was there with you. I told you that he was, and I was just not putting him on the map.
While you do that, Rain is also going to ask Orvex to, when you talk to them, ask him if anyone else has already been to this temple to retrieve the cube. Because we know that there are certain temples that the other group has got the cubes from.
Or maybe just
Let's
ask them.
prioritize having them not shoot at us.
I know.
When was the last time they had
Rain's not a great
visitor?
strategist like that.
Maybe not
Karen's
let
just
on
being
that
a
we're
bitch,
here for
so.
the cube just yet. Let's just ask them when was the last time they had a visitor. You know? We don't need to announce, hey, we're here to steal your cube that you're probably trying to protect with that arrow.
All right, so let's see here. First thing he's got to do is make a persuasion. Is it better if I do it up here? No, it's not.
I will cast guidance on Sevix.
Okay. Somebody roll me out. Roll me a d20, Rain. Roll me guidance there. Okay, yes. So he croaks like a bullfrog. You guys don't understand a single syllable he's saying, but apparently gets his point across. He says that they are. What you see is a yellow-skinned grung. The one you saw previously was green. This dude is yellow-skinned. And he rides up on a hadrosaur, a duck-billed dinosaur.
Ooh, I want one of those.
And he greets you, according to your guide, and he asks what brings you to his shrine. If you ask him if anyone else has come by, he tells you some other humans approached recently, but they scared them off with their arrows.
Ask them if they were in red robes.
He says they did not. He does not say they were in red robes, although they said there were some other figures back on the shore watching. This was yesterday afternoon.
Well, it sounds like they've hired people to test the waters for some of these shrines.
Do we
I was
have?
going to look at Orvex and say, Orvex, could you ask them if we could come into the shrine, take a look at it? And we're searching for these cubes here. And I'm going to take my cube out and point it towards it. Or, like, point towards it, get Orvex to point towards it.
Orvex will chatter. The chief grung will chatter back and says, if you bring him, he thinks himself a mighty king. If you give him a gift befitting his station, he will allow you to enter his temple.
Mandred's gonna open up his pack and see what he has. Everyone should probably do the same and see what they have.
Rain does not have much befitting of a king, even a grung king. He kind of fiddles through his pack, but doesn't really have much of anything, really.
Mandred takes out some honey whiskey. Maybe if we give him a bunch of little things, he'll, to pay homage, he'll let us in. So Mandred takes out
wait, shh, everybody. I have a great idea.
Don't shush me. Mandred says.
Well, remember that ring that we found? So, it does a pretty cool thing. It's not really much use to us, but since these guys hate those other guys...
What does it do?
Well, it lets you summon a Vegapygmy.
More create a Vegapygmy.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. So it lets you create a Vegapygmy. And since these guys hate Vegapygmies, maybe the king would like to have entertainment by creating Vegapygmies and,
Immediately killing them.
Yeah. Or, doing
torturing.
other stuff with them.
This thing creates Vegapygmies? More than once a day?
When did we know that?
As far as I could tell, it only does it once a day. Well, okay, after I attuned to the ring, or after I kind of focused on the ring for a while, I had a weird dream, and it kind of showed me what the ring did. I haven't really used it yet, because I didn't really see much of a point, but...
Yeah, we're not giving that up, and we're going to need to talk about that after we leave here, because that sounds really cool.
Kalim, why didn't you have the Vegapygmy open that trap in the building we just left?
That's a very good point, and I didn't think about it, And again, I haven't really used the ring yet, and I don't know exactly how strong the Vegapygmies would be, or what. Because all I know is that it allows me to create a Vegapygmy. I don't know if the Vegapygmy actually listens to me whenever I create it. So I don't really know much about it. I just had a dream, and it showed me that I could create a Vegapygmy with this ring. That's it. That's all it showed me. It didn't show me that I have
Where
any
did
control.
we get that ring?
When you
we
fought
got-
when you fought the Vegapygmies.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kaylin.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say it out of character anyway. But yeah, so out of character, whenever we fought the Vegapygmies is where we got it. But Kayleen will say the same thing.
Should have never given it to Kayleen.
He said, well, I do have something I could pull out. And Theron will pull out his instrument of illusions and start playing it badly and try and make a grong appear up in the air.
Okay. Give me a performance check. The Instruments of Illusion, is that your common magic item that you got?
Yep.
I
imagine it makes a crudely drawn thing of a grong, kind of like that episode of Futurama where he made or Fry makes that crudely drawn thing of him and Leela.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining as well. I was trying to see exactly how it's stated.
Were we all supposed to get a common magic item? Because I don't remember this.
Yes, one out of the Xanathars.
Motherfucker. Okay, I need to do that then because I never did that.
You are welcome to take one of those to fit your character.
Sweet.
Okay, they will still ooh and ah over that. If you are happy, if you're willing to part with that, he will gladly take it. He plays it even worse than you do, however. But the sounds of it. Well, what kind of instrument is it, by the way?
I imagine it's just like a recorder or flute of some sort.
I like recorder. Recorder works. So it's a terrible, it sounds like a terrible third grader playing a recorder for the first time. As you enter into the building, I can't control my mouse at all right now. So you guys have to move yourselves. My mouse is terrible. It just finally died.
That's fine.
Wait, I didn't take a common magic item either. What the bejesus?
Yeah, I don't remember ever being told that the common magic item was a thing.
I think I remember.
It might have been just me. It might have just been me.
I might have forgotten to take it. I apologize. You can take it.
No,
Later.
No, I mean it's fine. Again, it could have just been me being dumb and not realizing that you said that.
Told us. I just don't think I took it.
Guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can find a fair mouse. Give me a second.
Okay.
So I took out that, or as soon as you mentioned the ring, I immediately pulled out my recorder thing and handed it to them. And
yeah, it's a good thing they can't understand us.
Yeah, just because I don't want them y'all handing out anything of greater value. Also, I didn't want to hand out my alchemy jug.
I don't know. To be honest, okay, if we're talking out of character really fast, I would say that a fucking instrument of illusions is probably more value than summoning a Vegapygmy. I don't really know exactly what.
He's never gonna use it.
Well, I just don't know what uses. I mean, besides stuff like that. And honestly, I didn't think about it. I actually forgot I had the ring until he was asking about items that we had or whatever to give him for his kingly station. So I did forget about the ring for a moment. But
so I have the instrument. I can play it, but not very well. And honestly, it does half of it's minor illusion basically, but not a very good minor illusion.
Yeah, because it's based off of your performance. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it was something that I just had my character have and play, but it never really came up in any RP wise. So it's like, well,
okay.
I'd rather not have us get killed by or attacked by these grung things. And I mean,
yeah, if we can pacify them, it's definitely better to do so. Oh yeah, and your alchemy jug is like the most useful fucking thing that you probably have. Like alchemy jugs
except for the Vegapygmy ring you didn't tell us about.
Well, dude, I don't. Again, like I've been trying to think of like useful things for it, and yes, you're right. The trapdoor would have been great, but I really have not thought of because the Vegapygmies are small and weak. Like I don't really know. And again, it
right.
doesn't say that I can control them.
Does it say that they go away?
No, it just says all it says is that I can create a Vegapygmy once a day,
All right.
and
So
frickin' that's it. So I don't know if I have any control over it or not. So it might just be that I create a Vegapygmy and it instantly starts attacking us.
that'd be funny in its own right.
Yeah, it's hilarious, but like again, I just don't know. I haven't used it, so I haven't. Yeah.
All
Oh.
right.
Only
Yep.
one way to find out.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, did you hand over? I assume you handed over the recorder to the Grung.
Yes, it did.
Okay. So yes, the Grung will allow you to enter the complex as he plays his terrible, terrible recorder. All right. Torches shed light over rooms filled with treasure, chests heaped with coins, polished amorphe, strings of pearls, and ornate pieces of armor. Set into the floor in front of another double door is a mosaic depicting a frog-like humanoid beating a leopard that has snakes emerging from its shoulders. Cuneiform inscriptions are woven above and below the combatants. Your guide will tell you that it reads, Neng Neng teaches us to serve only ourselves.
I'm going to close the door behind us.
Okay.
Can you say that one more time? That was the last thing you said.
Neng Neng teaches us to serve only ourselves.
Totally forgot I haven't been keeping notes in my notebook this whole time.
All right, Theron's going to start walking over to the treasure, then realize, well, guys, I think I'm going to let you handle this one. Last time I tried something, I almost got us killed.
I'm sure I spelled it wrong, but yeah.
I'm
Oh,
imagining
Neng.
it's
Okay.
spelled
I thought you said
Shanae.
Neng.
I'm having flashbacks to Ma, and he's the man.
Alrighty. Is this like treasure on the sides of us, or is
Yeah,
it just like
the whole place is a stacked full of treasure.
Yes, I closed the door behind us.
Okay.
Are there any Grung in this room with us?
No, the Grung stay outside. They're listening to their king play terrible music.
Yeah, I start searching all the treasure.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it all looks like just piles of gold and pearls and gems.
Holy shit.
All right.
Colleen gets a massive lady boner.
What does that entail?
The inscription says something about serving only ourselves, so I'm wondering if the treasure has something to do with it.
Theron, everything is covered in illusion magic.
All right, so I'm going to be really, really excited. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to, as soon as this finishes casting, I'm going to say, guys, I think all this stuff is covered in illusion magic. And the last time we touched something that was covered in illusion magic, we got attacked by several golems.
Well, there was that one time there was the cube illusion where we also got shot by crossbows. And by we, I of course mean you.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm referring to.
Yeah. The only thing you guys see in here, like I said, there's the mural there on the floor of the Grung attacking the leopard, and then there's those closed doors here.
I'll give the doors a quick once-over and then see about opening them.
Okay. The doors are locked.
Nice.
Written on the doors, you don't have to make a perception check, luckily, is a old Amnuan script. It says, "Whomever among you is the richest, bring me your gifts." How long does Detect Magic go for? Detect Magic goes for that long. Theron, if you walk up there with Detect Magic going, you'll see that there is divination magic around the doors.
All right, there seems to be divination magic around this, or at least this door here.
Wait. Okay. So wait, you're saying that the treasure's all an illusion, but the door says that it wants the richest of us to bring it gifts. and there's still treasure here.
The treasure might not be illusions. It's just covered in illusions. And the last time the last time I touched something that was covered in illusion magic, we got almost filled with holes.
Okay, well, I could say everybody stand back, and I could try to pick up some of the gold and maybe bring it to the door.
I think this might be a good time for the veg picnics.
Ooh. Okay, sure. All right, I will use the ring and create a Vegapigme right here.
Okay. Actually, you can't clear it. There's no plants in here.
Oh, I have to actually use a plant.
Yeah, you need a plant. Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be working. I think I'm missing something. I mean, do I know that? Do I know that I need plants?
I think
To make
yeah,
it
you
work?
you can tell that it's like there's you can feel that it's pulling for a plant, but there's no plants around.
Yeah, I think I need a plant. I need to turn a plant into a Vegapigme.
I see.
So,
Well, in terms of wealth, I have 2 gold coins. I have a 10-foot pole, and I also have our alchemy jug.
I have 15 gold. I have my
Hold
my
on, can't
tools.
we? I'm just gonna lean out the door real quick and mage hand a lily pad and bring it back inside with me.
Okay. Yep. So you
Ooh.
mage hand a plant in. There's a plant in the room with you.
Yeah, that'll work. And then I create a Vegapigme out of it.
You do. The lily pad just kind of folds itself into origami shape and pops up into like a little 2-foot tall humanoid. It blinks big planty eyes at you that radiate total devotion.
I kneel down next to it and give it a little pet, like, "Hello there, little guy. We need you to do a couple of things for us."
It nods its head excitedly.
Okay. All right. Everybody should probably get away from where the treasure is while I have this little guy try and collect some of it and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, he can't carry much. He's not that big, but he picks up a couple handfuls of treasure. The
Okay.
gold glitters in the torchlight.
Nothing crazy happens.
Nope.
Alrighty. If that's the case, then Colleen is going to go over and start helping him. And start. Okay, what's on this pedestal right here again?
It's not a pedestal. There is a drawing of there's a mosaic depicting a frog-like humanoid beating a leopard that has snakes emerging from its shoulders.
Okay. All right. And it doesn't look like there's anywhere to like a bowl or something to present anything on there.
Nope.
No, but those are 2 of the gods, though, aren't they?
It
The
is.
s-
Yeah.
the-
Okay.
so do we
Well,
remember what? Fuck.
Sorry, Matt, go ahead.
I was trying to say, like, if we could figure out what those represent, it might give us a clue into how to open the door. But I don't remember which ones those symbols are. Can we ask our?
Yes. Well, do one of you guys want to go have your notes in front of you that remind you?
I'm pulling up the thing. It's in Rain's journal under session 9.
mhm.
I'm going to look at Rain and say, well, you're vaguely jaguar shaped. I don't know what we could do about the snakes, but I don't think we have any way of reenacting this, what's depicted here.
Rain thinks this is kind of racist.
Well, I could ship some sort of toad thing.
While they are talking, Colleen and the Vegapigme are gathering up gold and placing it in front of the door as like tribute.
Okay.
And they just keep doing that until something happens.
Okay. Do both you and the Vegapigme have gold in your hands?
No, I'll make sure that the Vegapygmy is the one that is placing the gold down as tribute.
Okay. As the Vegapygmy approaches, he is the richest among you because he has gold in his hands. The doors will open.
Yay, I figured it out.
Well, he figured it out.
In the middle of this dusty room, a stone cube rests on a pedestal carved and painted to resemble a squat humanoid frog.
We didn't
Do
even
the
have to
doors
reenact.
stay open as we go through, or can only the pygmy go through?
Does Kayleen walk through?
Yeah, Colleen will walk through with him if I'm able.
Okay.
Oh, you did.
You are able to walk through.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to get attacked by one of those jaguar things.
Yeah, do the doors shut or do they stay open?
The doors stay open.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
Now you would know from the story that Nang Nang is the frog god.
Shanae.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Theron, how would you like to reenact the picture?
Can't because Rain won't agree to it, but
Rain will
I still
totally
think
agree
we
to
should.
it.
I mean, it hasn't worked in any of the other shrines, but it could work here.
You certainly have tenacity, I'll give you that. What do you need Rain to do?
Well, just try and y'all go and do what you're doing. It hasn't worked anywhere else, anyways. I
Rain
can't
is
see through the
completely
doors.
willing.
We don't have a grung. I was gonna say that we should try and have Rain fight the grung or fight a grung, but we don't have a grung, and I can't shift into a toad. So
Why do we need him to fight a grung?
reenacting whatever's on this portrait here. I've tried to do that at every single thing we came across.
We could just write grung on my shield and me and him could fake fight.
I mean, hypothetically, we could just grab the cube.
Could, but last time we tried that, I got shot full of arrows.
Perhaps if we used socks to make puppets, and
Perhaps if we use the lovely little minion we just summoned to keep doing dangerous shit for
Yeah,
us.
that's kind of what I was planning. I was just waiting for everybody else to go through their stuff. We do have a little Vegapygmy that can go up there and try to grab the cube from the grung.
considering that the Rain
Statue.
is still missing all the whiskers on one side of his face, he is politely going to take a few steps back.
Yes, Darren's not going through this door.
Oh, Karen is out of this room for show.
Yep. Colleen is gonna pet her little Vegapygmy buddy, and she's gonna be like, "Look, as soon as we all walk out of this room, I want you to go up there and try to grab that cube from that statue, and then bring it out to us if you can."
Give me a persuasion roll.
Alrighty.
I'll assist and I'll just stand behind her and nod.
Okay. He nods excitedly at you.
All right, then I will step out of the room and make sure that I can still keep line of sight on him just to see what's happening as he tries to grab this.
Okay. He walks up, carefree, grabs the cube, turns around, walks back out to you, and hands it up to you. Goddamn, I'm doing it again where I'm like doing the hand gestures as though you can see what the fuck I'm doing.
I do it.
I
all
do
the
that
time.
too, yeah, I
all
do
the
that too.
time.
Yeah, even when I'm running my Star Wars games, I'm like making air motions for the maps and stuff.
Yeah, it's super hilarious to go back because while we're in the moment and he's DMing, we can't see it. But then if you go back and watch the stream, it's like, oh, he was doing that the whole
Oh,
time.
you guys do the fucking Star Wars games? That's awesome. That Star Wars campaign is awesome.
It's fun, but the system is weird, and we're all trying to get used to it
Yeah.
right
Oh, it's so hard to learn. It's the most it's the most like amazing system ever, but it's so hard to learn.
now. So I will take the cube from the Vegapygmy, and then I'll kind of hold it towards Theron and be like, anything weird about it? Is this the right cube?
Darren's going to look inside the room here and check to see if there are any crossbows or arrows or anything pointed at us.
Give me a perception check. You do not see any crossbows, or arrow slits, or anything else.
Does that appear, or does anything appear on detect magic?
The cubes all radiate the same magic. They radiate abjuration.
It seems like my other one. Then I'm going to glance back in the other room looking for more arrow slits.
You don't see any arrow slits.
Okay.
All right. Colleen's gonna pick up the little veg pygmy and put him on her shoulder and give him a little pat because he did a good job. And then she's gonna slip the cube into her bag.
Okay.
So Mandred's gonna stop everybody, and just ask everybody to hold on, before we leave. I think it's worth remembering what we were told before we came in here. That what the first Grog told us when we first got here, that if I remember correctly, Ken, correct me if I'm wrong, that the people with red robes were across the way, watching, or people were watching others who came in here. The people that got chased away by the arrows. So there's at least a chance that when we leave, there's the chance of a possible ambush. I have a gut feeling that we might get ambushed on the way out by the red. This would be a good spot for an ambush by the red wizards. I just have a gut feeling.
That is actually a really good point, but I mean, we kind of have the Grongs on our side right now, and I mean, it's kind of a possibility no matter where we go in the city, because as far as we know,
I don't mean like coming out of right here. I don't mean like in the water. I mean once we like leave this area. Once we leave
definitely.
the temple. And I know it's a possibility anywhere. I'm just saying we should. I have a gut feeling now. So I think we should just be on guard now. We should be prepared now, even though Ken's listening.
I'm not going to change what happens just because you guys.
No,
gave me
I
an
know.
idea.
I know. I'm just just because they were watching and it was just yesterday. I just have a feeling that there's at least a good chance.
Well, we already have the cube, so we could leave, but there seems to be other rooms in this shrine that we could check if you guys want to.
Yeah, as Theron looks around and sees these chests over here.
As you look around, I'll just go ahead and tell you that there are. It's just more treasure, just heaps and heaps of treasure.
Regardless of what you guys decide to do with the treasure, the only thing that Mandred would suggest that we might want to consider doing when we do finally decide to leave this area is possibly have somebody scout ahead when we finally do decide to leave. Mandred wouldn't mind volunteering to do it, even though he might not be the smartest. Might not be the smartest decision for him to be the one to do it. He would volunteer to do it, to scout ahead to see if there's anybody lying in wait, keeping the cube safe, and he would volunteer to go out and see if anybody's lying in wait.
Well, when I was up on top of the wall of the big plaza area, I saw another shrine in the water, a little further north from where we're at. So, if anything, we're actually not going to have to go back to shore. We're actually probably going to have to take the boat and head north along the water to get to the next shrine. So I don't think we'll have to worry about an ambush until
after. Yeah, that's a good point. So if I was them, I'd wait until after we collected the next cube, and then I'd ambush us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Speaking on behalf of somebody that's done similar work like that, I would say that's probably either at least some kind of their plan. At least if they're halfway smart.
So on the flip side of all this is, eventually we're gonna have to fight them. We're gonna have to take their cubes.
Well, is talking about it here making us any safer? Should we just go fight them?
Well, again, do you guys want to search around the rest of this shrine first? We got that cube pretty easily.
Karen's like,
Sorry,
this
Karen.
temple. She's like, no, we got it. We're done.
Just kind of mentioning the possibility that there was a good possibility that we might get ambushed as we left here because they were just here yesterday. But I'll keep my comments.
Karen's just like, possibility raised. Like, any more defensive spells you want to raise before we go get ambushed?
No, I'll just keep my concerns to myself.
You want to stay here for the rest of your life? We could stay here. I mean, it's very helpful.
Nope. Sorry. I wasted a minute and a half of your time, Karen. Sorry.
Karen
will huff off.
Done. I'm done. Sorry.
Oh wait, Karen, wait.
Next time there's a spell that's threatening your life, I won't waste any time with that either. And he'll huff off himself.
Wait, everybody, before we all walk off, I have sort of a small idea that might work in our favor. We're safe in here for now. Ken, what time is it? Like, what time was it whenever we entered? Because we did not spend very much time here at all.
No, it's fairly late.
Okay. So we have walls, we have a door, we have the grongs outside. I think that this actually wouldn't be a bad place to go on ahead and sleep for the night if we search around really quick and make sure that we're safe inside here. We already have the cube, so I mean, if there were any other traps, we might get lucky.
Did the doors open in?
They open out.
Even the inner doors?
The inner doors open into that room.
Rain suggests
So
that
we could
we
sleep
can
in the inner room.
sleep in the inner room and attempt to barricade the doors.
You think we should go into the magically sealed room and stay in there for an extended period of time?
Rain knows not too many things about magic. He simply knows that it is a defensible position. He leaves expertise in that sort of thing up to the rest of you.
Karen, what are you detecting magic on?
She's just gonna make sure, like, see if the doors are still spelled or if that's something that's gone until those little people show up to fix it.
That's a good point. With that, it still has magic, but the doors haven't closed. Give me an Arcana check.
Okie dokie, hold on one second.
By the way, that actually was a good fucking question.
Oh, thank you.
No, seriously, I didn't even think about that. Like,
Sometimes.
good fucking question.
Yeah, you think that the doors aren't going to magically seal until it's reset.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
We'll inform the party of that. And then I will just continue, like, scouring this inner room for more signs of magic just in case.
Okay. Yeah, besides the fact that all that treasure is covered in illusion magic, nothing else seems magical.
Okay. I'd feel safer if we got the veggie pygmy to move the magic treasure out of the room.
I mean, there's a lot of it. It would take him all night to move it all out of the room.
Okay, in that case, I don't care that much.
I think.
Real quick, Theron. Sorry, real quick. Theron, what are you inciting?
I was seeing if Karen could be trusted, but apparently I can't tell.
If
Seems
I can be trusted?
Yeah. You just ask us to seal ourselves into a magically sealed or a room that was magically sealed.
Colleen's gonna go up to Theron and be like, "So, I don't know much about how magic works, really. I've dealt with it a little bit and had to, take out a couple of magic users before. But you said that all the treasures covered in illusion magic. What does that? What does that mean exactly? Does it mean that it's fake, or does it mean that it's because it seemed to be pretty real whenever we brought it to the door, and I'm just not sure exactly what this could mean. Like, would we not be able to take this treasure out of the temple, or
All right. Karen's gonna like sit down with Kayleen and like hold up a piece of the treasure and be like, "All right, Kayleen, like focus on it incredibly hard, like trying to see if she can get her to overcome the illusion spell."
I don't know, but I think I have an idea. Stand back. I'm going to try something stupid.
okay?
That works too.
I'm gonna stand back
Mandrake's
to keep Theron in my eye
Mandrake's
view.
gonna come back in the room and say, "Oh, so I guess we are staying in here for a long time and not in a rush to get out of here." And he's gonna look at Karen and then walk into another room and start taking off his armor.
Karen will curtsy. I did say it was homie.
You're my homie.
Can I try something stupid now?
Oh, absolutely, please. Karen is highly entertained by your stupidity.
All right, I'm going to shift into a giant wolf spider. And
Okay.
giant wolf spiders have blind sight.
I'm
So,
resting.
Not yet.
so I'm going to go over here to one of these chests here.
Mhm.
Does it look like a chest?
What the hell is going on?
He's using blind sight to see if it's the illusion's only visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what Theron, you muted yourself. What are you doing? You're going to the chest,
I shifted into a giant wolf spider. I now have
Right.
10 feet of blind sight.
right?
Does the chest look like a chest?
Yes.
Does it feel like a chest?
Yes.
If I open it, does it open like a chest?
I mean, the chest is open and it's just pouring gold and gems and stuff out.
Okay.
Complicated. I just think the gold coins are like wood chips.
I'm gonna see.
So all these chests are open.
Yes, everything is open. Just like there's just gold and everything pouring out. It's stacked on top and pouring out of everything.
Okay. So we decided we are going to spend the night in here.
Okay. You're just gonna spend the night in here.
I mean, are we?
You're not gonna.
I'm asking everybody else. Okay.
I'm good to go. Continue on, but if it's nighttime, then we can just take a nap, I guess.
All right. Is there a particularly large piece of treasure around here?
Everything is like, except for the coins, like the gems are like fist sized. The necklaces are just covered in like knuckle sized pearls. There's goblets and there's the chests are all covered in gold gilt, and there's everything's covered.
All right. I'm gonna find the biggest piece of treasure I can find, and shift back into Theron form
Mhm.
and cast Dispel Magic on it.
Okay. The gem turns into a piece of glass. The illusion drops.
Theron's just gonna stare
fancier
at
than wood
this
chips.
thing.
Not by much.
Yeah, Theron's just going to stare at this thing and just go and throw it to everybody and start sulking a little bit. It's all fake. All right, Theron's going to walk into the other room. Just toss the glass piece to someone and say, "I think everything here is fake."
Karen will clap for you, like very slowly, 4 or 5 times, and then stop without saying anything.
Oh well, I had an idea, but if you know that everything's fake, then there's probably no reason to do it.
Well, at least this piece was.
Well, my idea is to try and grab a couple of pieces of treasure, like 2 coins or 1 coin, and then walk out the outside doors and see what happens.
If we do that, I'd like to be outside the temple when you do that, or before you do that.
Well, I figured maybe we wait until tomorrow morning before we do something like that.
That sounds good enough to me.
But again, we got secure walls. The Grung are outside. If they've already scared off our other group of enemies before, then I feel like we should be safe at least for the night. I mean, we had the only boat that we found on that side of the water, so there's a good chance that the wizards aren't necessarily going to try and swim over here. Although, again, not really big on magic. I know Karen said she can fly, so if they have similar abilities, maybe they'll get a wild hair up their ass and try to come here.
Okay, so are you guys resting here in the temple?
Yeah, does
I
the
would
you said the
assume
door
yes.
opens to the outside?
The door opens in.
The door to the inner chamber opens in.
All right, so we could take a chest or something and bar the door.
Okay.
Rain could just sleep in front of it.
Or that.
Both. Por que no los dos?
That works. I will be right back.
All right, same deal as always. Wake up before everyone else because I only have to sleep for 4 hours. Talk to the Bedja Pygmy for a while and cast Bear Spirit everyone.
All right. I'm just trying to figure out. I will say 22. What's your guys' XP at right now?
18,600.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay, let's see.
That was the end of last session.
Are we taking? Are we gonna take 5?
Sure, we can take 5 minutes.
All right,
Cool.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, same here.
I was hoping to get something to replace my nice recorder that I gave up.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping some of this treasure would be worthwhile. It would be nice too if I could find a fucking weapon or some arrows that were better than what I have, but that's okay.
I have a feeling that some of the treasure was real, but I can only cast Dispel Magic on one thing.
But doesn't Dispel Magic? Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Or no, I'm sorry. Detect Magic lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you
So
could
you-
inspect them.
Yeah, between Karen and Theron, if you guys went and inspected all the treasure and you found any of it that didn't have the illusion magic on it, that's technically something that would probably be viable.
Instead, everything had illusion magic on it.
Yeah, very true. So, plus, like, all of it's gems and gold. None of it's actually, like, weapons or armor or anything like that. All right,
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
So I have had spy growth on my spell list for the entire campaign. I'm just waiting for the perfect time to use it.
I know. Yeah, you keep saying that. It's a good spell. I understand why you took it. It's a great spell. It's just it sucks whenever like you don't have opportunity to actually use it.
It's like I have had an opportunity to use it, but I've always gone low on initiative on those times.
Yeah. Well, is it like wait? Okay, spine growth. Is it better? Oh, that's because it's like a area of effect thing that the stakes. Yeah.
It's the thing where if
Yeah.
everybody charges forward, it hurts them too.
I mean, it's the shitty part about druids, I guess, to a certain extent. Not all druids have a great initiative.
Actually, the first session or the second session, you actually got mad at me for running in and attacking
I know, because it was the perfect opportunity to use it.
because
There's other good enough.
because I didn't know that you were gonna cast spike growth because I didn't know
But it's
that
also-
you had the spell.
It's also the shit part about being a paladin or like a barbarian or something similar to that. Like, it's hard to gauge, like, especially if you go first in initiative, it's hard to gauge what everybody else is going to try to do, and you're best up close. So like, what other option do you really have but to run up to the enemy and be like, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really have very many options like a caster does.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at you.
It's the same with the sorry,
no,
go
you
ahead.
were.
Intense
like I was-
frustration.
Yeah, intense frustration. It's like I was one initiative off from being able to use this thing.
But it's the same, like when Karen did it in the other session. I think it was last session actually, or the session before.
What would I use? Darkness?
She has, yeah. You have Devil's Sight, so darkness doesn't
Yeah.
affect you, but it affects everybody else. Like, that's also really shitty because it's a super amazing combo to be able to do on a group of enemies. Like, you get all of the advantage, and they're fucking screwed as long as they're within your fucking realm of darkness. So like.
Yeah, fortunately, we were able to like divide up into two groups because we got attacked from both sides for that fight, which worked out really well. But
Yeah,
we haven't had
it
another
ended up
opportunity to use
working
it.
out really well. But in most cases, though, that combo is really shitty because you're just going to screw over your
It-
whole party while
It
you're
fucks my
okay.
party, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to find another time to use it. I've been trying.
But it's a great combination of fucking abilities, though. And so, like, it sucks that there's not more opportunity to actually use it. So, like,
all
there's
warlock party? Is that what I'm hearing? Are those the words I'm hearing?
all warlock. I still think, especially if you use the Compendium of Forgotten Secrets, it's a homebrew thing. Look it up; it's fucking fantastic. It adds a bunch of new warlock patrons. It literally makes it to where warlocks can be pretty much anything. Like, there's the Sword Saint, that's basically a fucking paladin. Even more so than the Hexblade.
Oh, good. Because I don't really like the Hexblade as far as like. I wish they had made it not like instead of like a patron. I wish they had like changed how the path of the blade worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that too. I don't like the fact that it's always based in the Shadowfell.
Exactly. Because I want to play like a Hexblade warlock from like any patron. Like be able to flavor it how I want.
Yeah. Same here. I would love that. I would love if
that's
you
what
could play like a
frustrated me about
fiend,
it.
like a fiend
Exactly. Or a
Hexblade.
fiend,
Like,
or
that
like
would
an
be
elven, like yeah.
And that's just flavor. If you wanted to play that, you could absolutely play that. I don't care.
I just hate it because Hexblade is flat out better than all the other options now.
I wouldn't say that. I still think Pact of the Tome is the best fucking warlock. Honestly.
Well, I mean, you don't know.
No,
Hexblade,
if you want
to
if you want to play a Hexblade though, like if you want to play like a close range warlock, you have to go Hexblade. Like if you want to do a Path of the Blade, Hexblade is the patron you have to choose.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, that is the.
If they came out with like a
option.
couple other Hexblade patrons, that would be cool too.
Well, that's where Compendium of Forgotten Secrets. Again, look it up if you guys don't want to look it up. I can send you. I have the PDF. And it's fucking amazing. Really, like they did so many other patrons. A couple of them, like there's one called the Gray Portrait, and you're literally fucking Dorian Gray. with
That's
the
sweet.
painting and everything that like doesn't let you age or all that shit. Like, but there's some
Wait,
of
does
them
this
that are
cost
weird.
money?
And no. No, it's a 100% homebrew thing. But they did just update the fuck out of it. And
So it's not the
pretty
thing
awesome.
that's
Okay.
by William Hudson King.
Sorry.
Is everybody back?
I think so.
Mandrew, Hunter? I guess they're not back. Okay, continue on then.
I was saying Hexblade's just flat out better than all the other patrons. You don't actually have to go pack the blade. You can be a Hex. Well, Pact of the Tome Hexblades are probably the best warlock there is right now, and it just kind of sucks.
I don't know though. Like the only reason I don't agree with that is because all of the extra spells that you get for Hexblade itself are very reliant on you being a frontliner. So if you're a Pact of the Tome Hexblade, it's actually kind of worthless. Like you might as well just choose another patron.
See, you have the most damaging Eldritch Blast with Hexblade. You have 19 AC right out the gate.
Wait, how do you have the most damaging?
Hexblade's Curse. It works with Eldritch Blast.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's very true.
And then you have medium armor, which none of the other patrons get. And then you also have no weakness because you have charisma to melee weapons. So you could always pick up Green Flame Blade or something else. So like, why pick any other patron? Because they're all worse than Hexblade.
That's actually that's not a bad choice. I don't know. Like I still think if you're gonna go Pact of the Tome, my favorite personally is Celestial. Just because you're an actual full utility based warlock. You can heal people. You basically got to lay on hands. That's actually better than lay on hands, in my opinion. I mean, you have to roll for it, but it's pretty fucking amazing. And then you've got you can take cure spells, you can take a bunch of fire spells. Anytime you deal radiant or fire damage, you can add your charisma modifier to it. So not only do you get Eldritch Blast with the charisma modifier added to it, but just as a thing, just as a class thing, you get being able to, like, if you do Fireball, you add your charisma modifier to the damage.
Yeah, but you don't get Fireball.
That's right. No, you don't. But
only if you can get Fireball.
Yeah, that's true. There's still. Oh wait, no, I think that was a UA thing. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I don't even think Kiss of Mephistopheles is still a thing.
It's not, and that one was that was broken.
Yeah, it was broken, and I understand why people got rid of it. Like, it was pretty great. Like, because at 17th level, you're shooting 4 Eldritch Blasts, and on the last one, a fucking fireball explodes. Like, it's pretty crazy.
All right, is everybody back?
Mm-hmm.
Hunter?
He did say he might be a few minutes late.
Hey, can you send me that PDF? Because the only one I can find is this one by Genuine Fantasy Press, and you have to pay for it.
What PDF is he?
Yeah, I'll send it to you after the game.
Thanks.
What PDF is that?
It's some warlock thing.
Compendium of.
No. Never mind.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Hunter joins us. He'll join us whenever he joins us. So yeah, you guys take your long rest. You're fully rested. You get it back up to half your total hit dice.
Are we anywhere close to 7?
You're close. You're not there.
Are we gonna level by the end of next session?
By the end of next session, surely.
Okay, cool.
I don't know about this session. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Next session, definitely.
Cool.
Does that mean we're gonna have to do something that causes us to gain a lot of experience?
No, it's just you guys are only about 5,000 away. You'll get there.
Kill the Grongs.
Yeah, that's supposed to say, how much XP did Grung have?
Kill the Grongs. Kill
I
the.
don't want a murder hobo.
We want his flute back.
No, we don't.
Nah, the Grongs are good. Ken, I did have a question. Is my Vegapygmy still here?
Vegapygmy is still there.
Oh, cool.
Although I do.
Is that thing? He can summon that thing as many times as he wants, right? The ring
Once a day.
Oh, so it's not the same one every time, right? It's not
Nope,
like you
I have to.
resum
Yeah,
it.
I have to actually like find a vegetable or a plant, and I create a Vegapygmy out of whatever vegetable or plant that I find.
Right.
Does
Now,
the
what I
thing
do?
expire?
What thing?
Does like the pygmy that he creates, like the one he created out of the lily pad or whatever, does it decay or expire, or
It
can
doesn't.
he?
It doesn't decay. It continues. Now, what I do need is a charisma check,
Get close to me.
Oh boy.
not a save,
close.
a check.
Yeah,
Oh.
I
Charisma.
know.
DC is 10. Okay.
Yes.
You wake up and it's sitting there right in front of your face, just kind of with a worshipful look in its eye.
Okay. I'm gonna make sure to tell him, hey, there are grungs outside, so go on ahead and here, just hide my shirt so that they don't see you because I don't want them attacking you. You're a good little guy.
If they find him though, they're gonna be pissed. Oh, there you go.
Man, I was really looking forward to you walking out of there with that grunk, with that Vegapygmy on your shoulder.
No. As soon as I
idea.
Before I even summoned the Vegapygmy, I knew that the grungs were going to be an issue, and I've been thinking about this the whole time. If he stayed with us during the long rest, I was going to have him hide. I knew this the entire fucking time.
And I mean, I was worried about us getting ambushed, so I was going to cast this thing as soon as we decided we were going outside.
Okay. Well, it doesn't make you invisible, and you're going to be walking out in broad daylight, so they still would have seen you.
Right.
There's no way
he can hide. He can hide in me.
He can hide in your stuff, and he's hidden. And I'm sad because I was all ready to have you have to massacre these grunk. Now you're not going to have to.
All right, so Colleen will just remind everybody in the morning. There is one more shrine to the north, through the water. So it's probably a good idea that we just take the boat and go on ahead and head upward through the water.
All right. You guys head out. The grung chief is out there. He has a dozen or so grung. Most of them are just sitting there listening to him play this recorder just god awfully. Like the dinosaur looks like you've never seen an animal look this sad before. Like a dog sitting outside of a dog sitting looking at his master cooking barbecue does not look as sad as this dinosaur looks listening to this fucking grung play this goddamn flute.
That's a good description.
It's almost as sad as staring watching his flute go away.
Colleen will ask Orvek to tell the king, the Grung King, to thank you for allowing us to go into your shrine.
He will express that in the Grung King. Well, he was not even going to take the recorder out of his mouth. He just kind of waves at you. So he's only playing the recorder one hand, which somehow makes it even worse. And he just waves, and all the other grungs just staring. Like you can't really tell much expression on grung because they're frogs, but you can feel their rage seething as they watch you leaving them with their leader playing this terrible recorder.
Maybe there will be a mutiny by the time we come back.
Well, you didn't piss off their leader. Their leader loves you.
Never mind. I was gonna challenge their greatest fighter to a duel.
For the recorder? You want to back that badly for him?
Just for shits and giggles.
Huh.
I mean, we haven't left yet. You still can if you want to.
No, it's just gonna waste time. We need XP.
Alrighty. Well, Colleen went and got back on the boat.
All right, so you guys are on the boat. You're heading north. I just rolled. There's no encounters or nothing. As you guys head up and around, give me a moment here. I hate trying to select things when I'm on this layer.
Switch us to the big map, white boy.
Nope, not going to the big map. No reason to.
I was just giving you shit.
All right, so You guys boat yourselves across the water. I just rolled. There's no encounters in this early morning mists. You do hear the roar of your Tyrannosaurus friend as he hunts in the morning, but you do not see him through the mists.
I hate him. Oh, by the way, however long it takes us for our little trip, once we're like out of eye range of the Gronks, I'm going to take out my little Vegapygmy and try to like spend some time like befriending him.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
I'll try to like play little games with him and maybe see if I can teach him stuff or if he can I don't know, show me some things, but basically just try to play little games with him and try to
You're the
get
best
him
pygmy
enthralled in
stepmom
me.
ever.
Give me a straight charisma roll again.
Sure. Oof.
Okay. Yeah, he sits there, he plays with you.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm just getting some stuff set up here real quick.
While he's setting stuff up, look over ceremony. Am I muted?
Nope.
Why don't you guys look over ceremony and see if there's anything that you guys want?
We could have used that to get around lycanthropy.
Oh, really? See if there's anything that you guys want me to do.
You could bless water.
Yeah, but is there anything that you guys want? Like, does anybody want to come one? Anybody close to being an adult?
You could marry Kayleen to the Vegapygmy.
Does anybody want to become dedicated to my God's service? And anybody want to become married?
Not in particular.
Wow, the funeral rite one's fucking really good, actually. I mean, if we were bothered with that.
Except it doesn't. It won't work right now in this campaign. I spoke to Ken about that because of the plague that's
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. I specifically asked Ken about that when I first realized that,
And I fully remember that. I have not forgotten a single conversation I've ever had with any of you.
I know
Can I make an
you're being
insight
sarcastic.
check on that?
No.
But now that it's been brought up, right? Funeral rite would not work.
I'm going to say no. If I said no before, I'll say no again.
Well, I don't actually remember, but
It sounds like something I would say.
well, in this campaign, right? The dead don't stay dead.
Well, they do stay dead. There's no
they
resurrection.
do stay dead. Yeah, and so funeral rite. You touch one corpse, and for the next 7 days, the target can't become undead by any means short of a wish spell.
That would work.
Oh, it would work.
Yep. It just means he can't be raised as a zombie or anything. That's fine.
Oh.
All right. So does the Vegapygmy need to be watered or anything?
Asking the real questions.
Exactly.
The Vegapygmy seems fully capable of taking care of itself, so it'll occasionally like dump down, drink some water. It spreads its leaves to get the sun.
And I actually realize I can prepare one more spell. I'm such an idiot.
All right, you guys approach this next temple. You see, just floating in the water. You see a bunch of dead crocodiles, like giant crocs. Actually,
Wait, no, we're 6. Never mind.
Yep.
Can I ask a quick question? Would branding smite prevent something from
sneaking. It prevents it from becoming invisible, but would it prevent it from using the sneak action? Like that, like in the last combat.
It's not gonna make it impossible for it to sneak. It'll make it give it a disadvantage on sneaking though. So it'll still be able to hide. It doesn't prevent it from hiding, but it'll be easier to see.
That's what I was trying to say, but I'm just not awake enough to say that. Right.
Okay. Do you guys want to stop here for the night, or do you want to keep going?
I'm good to keep playing. It's up to you
good for
guys.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm
for
good
another
too.
30 minutes or so.
Okay. Very good. So you guys are approaching this last temple here. Let's see.
Dead crocodiles.
So many dead crocodiles.
Can we see what might have killed the crocodiles from here?
Well, crocodiles used to wallow in this muddy lake bed, from which rises a walled ruin. 2 columns flank the entrance, carved with images of a long-legged bird with needle-like beak. At the building's front, slimy steps ascend to an entry arch. The doors are open, and you can see inside in the shadows. It looks like everything has been opened inside as well. You can give me a perception check or investigation for other crocodiles if you like.
Sure, I'll do that as well.
Okay. Yeah, those are all really good rolls. Rain, you're looking at those are definitely UNT arrows in those crocodiles. Theron and Kayleen, you notice that. You also notice there are 2 boats coming from each direction. Each of them have red-robed figures in them.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Hey, guys, we got company.
Flip their
Can I see them?
Mandrid, here's our ambush.
So we can see them. How far away are they?
They're close, and they it looks like when you see them, they obviously see you.
Shit. All right.
And one of them is waving. There's 2 boats. One of them has 2 red-robed figures and 2 people working the oars. The other one has 1 red-robed figure with 2 people working the oars. The one with the single red-robed figure looks like a woman, and she is standing up and she's waving at you from a distance. The sun seems to glint off her face.
Do you want me to shoot her?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask.
Do we know what that means? Do I know what that means? The fact that the sun is glinting off her face.
She's wearing a mask like our benefactor. Rain is smart. He pays attention.
Your guide will say, yes, that's probably the leader. Her name is... I should have made notes, but I didn't because I'm a terrible DM.
Nah, Ken, you're a fantastic DM.
Her name is Zigamira, and he says that she wears a mask covering half of her face. Her other half of the face is like a beautiful young woman. He doesn't know A, how such a young woman is leading these wizards, and B, what's under the mask. Rain, you're not ignored. I heard you say get that right, and that's why I gave you more information, because you guessed correctly.
I'm talking about the rest of the party who didn't remember that Orvex told us about Zagmira.
Oh.
In
I
session
did vaguely
12,
remember.
right before we met Bag of Things.
No, I remember it. I just didn't think anything of it. I mean, because I figured that other members of their group could have masks.
I remembered something about a person who had half a mask, but I didn't remember much else.
Do you want the Rain to shoot her now?
Karen's gonna use thaumaturgy to make her voice insanely loud, and is he like, "Stop where you are, or I will fucking end you."
Well, instead of having a nice little...
As he does that... Oh.
Go ahead.
As he does that, Mandrid is...
Stop and I'll shoot.
So, stop or my mom will shoot. Mandrid is going to... hold on a second. I'm so sorry. I know this is wasting time. Tyler, did you cast... Do we have TEP HP at the beginning of the day?
11.
Yes.
What is it?
11.
11.
Okay, and Mandrid, at this point, once she yells out that threat, Mandrid is going to cast, what is it, Aid? Up to 3 creatures within range. Yeah, he's gonna cast Aid.
Okay.
On
Well, she's okay. Well, you do that. Who are you casting it on?
myself, Rain, and who else wants it? I don't know who else.
Give it to Theron.
Who else is gonna be up close fighting? It's either
I'll be far in the back.
Are we gonna fight these people necessarily? Is that how we
Apparently.
decided on that?
threaten them, buddy.
I did.
Well,
This isn't necessarily have to lead to combat.
well, this is 8 hours. This gives us 8 hours of aid. Aid is
Okay.
8 hours of not temp HP, but +5 to your max and current HP. So it's either you or Theron.
I don't mind. Either way.
Who gets hit the most, you or Theron? Theron, right? I mean, Theron usually is in there more. All right, Theron.
Generally.
It's
Except for
on
earlier
you,
when I
Theron.
was stupid.
I usually do stupid things, so yes.
All right.
Remember that one time you charged into a temple carrying a bird on your shoulders?
It worked.
Worked.
It didn't work well, but it worked.
Worked
It did work.
right up till it didn't.
And
All
I
right,
think
so
I
what
think my HP is wrong. I don't know how to figure out if it's right or wrong now.
Figure it out a different day. After becoming, say after the session, do it some other time. It's not. It's probably close enough for government work right now.
Government work, you said.
Yes.
By the way, I had an interview today. I may no longer be doing government work. I may be going to the private sector for the money, baby. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. I'll stop interrupting. Go.
Okay. So, anyways, as you threaten them, they are going to draw. You're going to see all the wizards all of a sudden cast thaumaturgy and say, "You're threatening a bunch of wizards is not the smartest way of going about your day. We are coming to parley. Either drop your spells, or we will blast you out of the water."
Colleen will hold her hands up. She's got her bow on her back, and she's just holding her hands up. She's like, wait. This one, she points to Karen. She doesn't speak for us. It's okay. We'll talk to you guys. Don't shoot any magic at us, please. Just calm down. Let's talk this out. We all have things we're trying to accomplish here. Let's talk this out.
Aaron's leaning over to the edge and say, "Yeah, we should talk."
Rain is good at talking.
But perhaps we should do some talking on land.
Mandrid will. Mandrid obviously has his sword and his shield out. He will bang his shield and his sword together, and then he will place it. We're on the boat, right?
Yes.
He will bang his shield, his sword to his shield, and yell out, and then place them down and say, "I too would prefer to talk over fighting," and he will place them down. If you truly do wish to parley, and he'll place them down within arm's reach if need be, but he does place them down.
Okay. As you guys place them down, you see 2 boats approach. She sounded like she was from Kentucky. She. And there are, in fact, 2 boats full of people. The one to the left has the form of a young female wizard in red robes with a shaved head, covered in tattoos, kind of darker skin. And she only looks like she's like 18, besides for the mask. The other boat has 2 wizards in it, 1 male, 1 female. The older one does most of the talking, and she will say, "Well, it's good to finally meet you. You have been causing us such problems."
Okay, well, Colleen speaks up. To be fair, we only fought one of you guys, and he attacked us first. We tried to talk to him, but him and his goons that were with him just attacked.
Mandred just tugs on your whatever garment is loose on you and just whispers, "They may not know that we fought them, any of them yet. We shouldn't give out any details before."
Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
She'll laugh. Kind of. It just sounds like a teenager, like at a concert. She's like, "Oh, Dryax is so impetuous." I'm not surprised that's where he disappeared to. He wasn't smart enough to just figure everything, all these out on his own. There had to be another group here. Oh, hi there, Orvex. It's so good to see you again. Surely you haven't been helping these folks when I paid your wages for so long. He kind of cowers down the boat. He's obviously terrified of this woman.
Yes, we found him buried under a pile of rubble.
Yeah, it's pretending there are people like him belong.
As
but-
a, oops, sorry, Gad.
Go
No,
ahead.
Gad. So I didn't mean to interrupt a dialogue. I thought there was a break in it for a second. I'm sorry.
That's a perfectly fine break. I'm just BSing until you guys jump in. What's going? What do you got?
How close are we to land?
Not close.
Okay, I was.
No, the water here doesn't appear to be too deep. Like you could stand if you're. The water's only like 5 feet deep here, so you could like stand in the water if you're taller than that. But it's going to be like slow moving.
So how far away are we all from land? Then how long?
A few hundred feet.
Mandred is gonna whisper to his comrades. How do you feel about taking this conversation to dry land? He's gonna say to the rest of his group very quickly.
If we do that, we gotta deal with the big weird dinosaur thing that can apparently walk through mist.
Also, I feel like they'll attack us before we get to dry land. But whatever. That too.
Let's just hear what they have to say.
I just feel like if it comes to that, it's gonna be more beneficial to us to be on land if it comes to, you know what I mean? Anyway, all right, we'll continue the conversation then. Go ahead.
Okay. She says, yes, by the way, I can hear what you were saying. We're not that far apart. And if you had tried to leave without coming to some sort of arrangement, we would have blasted your boat out of the water.
Karen's gonna make an "I told you so" face.
Yes, you're very clever, dear. So, let's lay all our cards on the table, shall we?
I don't know how she would have heard me. I'm not talking at like.
They're not far, but they're not far away though. Like whispering is.
They can at least see that we are talking, even if they couldn't see what.
Right.
But go ahead.
Let's lay all of our cards on the table. We have 3 of the cubes. How many have you managed to plunder yourselves?
2.
More than 3.
Rain chuckles as a 2 and a more than 3 get called out.
It's more than we've definitely collected more than 3.
She's chuckling. She says, "Oh, you children are precious."
Karen's gonna look at you guys like you're fucking retarded. Like, come on, people, what the hell? Get with the program.
Rain notes that we children preciously have more cubes than they do.
She says, "Yes. We've had some issues. First off, you killed one of our number. I haven't killed any of you yet. Quite unkind of you. As much as
you're not going to kill any of us. So let's stop with the games, young one.
Plus, it wasn't our fault that your friend.
You're here to
attacked us.
parlay. You're here to parlay. What do you want?
She's looking around and she says, "Well, it looks like this particular shrine. If I'm looking at these crocodiles correctly," and she reaches down, she yanks one of the arrows out of the crocodile. She's like, "This looks to be a Yanti arrow. I assume that this was raided before you got here. Am I correct?"
Rain
That's
agrees.
true.
There's a good chance of that, yeah.
Okay. She says, "Well, then, more than likely, Rosnisi has this key. Now, I have 3. I'm willing to bet, because you seem to be quite capable people, that you have the other 5. So there's 1 cube remaining. Now, we could kill each other, fight each other. One of us would die, one of us would live, one group of us. And we would then we'd have the cube, but that seems like such a struggle. And who knows what we might attract here? There's so many dangers in the jungle and in the city, and we still have to fight the UNT. Why don't we pool our resources?
Just because I'm stupid as a player. I don't even know why we wouldn't do that. Like, what would be the reason why we wouldn't want to do that with them, other than the fact that they're going to betray us at the end?
Yeah,
That's a big one.
out of character. There's so we've realized that these guys are assholes. They left Orvik to die. She still seems very unremorseful for it, and the guy that we met beforehand literally attacked us just because Orvik was in our party.
That aside, though, what is holding us back? Let's say that they were Boy Scouts. Why couldn't we pool resources with them?
As far as I know,
Boy Scouts, we could.
Yeah, we could, and it's a good idea. But the problem I see here is that I think that we're both groups are after the same artifact. So eventually, a fight is going to happen.
Yeah,
So
we think that
we can either kill them now, or we can work with them for a while and kill them later. Is pretty much our options.
It doesn't seem like we can't have this conversation now because we'd be metagaming. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to try and have this, if you want to tell them, hold on a moment and like get together, you can give me stealth checks if you like.
How about we ask them if we can have a few minutes to have a private conversation, and not even have to do the stealth checks if we could. So Manjit will speak up and say, you make an interesting proposition. I'll say I for one am willing to consider your offer. I'm not sure if the rest of my group feels the same way. If you would be so kind as to give us just a few minutes to talk it over in private, without interruption, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Okay, Theron, I see you chatting in the box here. What are you trying to say? Are you want to wait? No, to have a conversation independent, or what's going on?
what I was trying to say is, these guys want to get in the tomb to take the artifact of Vecna, and that's the only thing that we know is in this tomb right now. So yeah, we have to have this. We have to have this conversation. We can't have this conversation. We have to have this conversation outside. Yeah, I'm talking out of character here. We probably should team up with them since we're gonna have to take on the Yanti, but I don't think that we should go in the tomb with them.
That's fair.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Okay, that was a good speech that Mandarin did. So they would be about 50 feet away from you, waiting for your response.
Okay, so that'll be part of the conversation then. I'm just saying that, you know what I mean. If we want to keep it fair, we can't have that conversation out of character.
And out of character, this is where you've been led to believe that the Soulmonger is as well as in that tomb.
I think we want different things from the tomb. However, there's nothing stopping them once they get in there to do whatever they want with the stuff they want, or vice versa. So
how do we know that they don't know that that's in there? Because if they know that's in there, there's nothing that's gonna convince them that they, you know what I mean? How do we convince them not to come in there?
So we have been told that the Soulmonger is in this tomb.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have been told that they want it.
No.
Theron, what it is that you were told that the Soulmonger was beneath a black obelisk, which is in the entrance of the tomb, is beneath a black obelisk.
Okay, I didn't know we knew there's a black obelisk right here. All I knew about this place was that there was an artifact of Vecna here. Okay, so if we know the Soulmonger's here, then yeah, I don't know. We probably could let him in because I think our object, or what we're trying to do is we're trying to get in here and destroy it, right? At least that's what our plan is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Destroy what?
The Soulmonger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as far as we've talked about for the Soulmonger, that seems to be the best option for us. But we do still have to collect the Hand of Vecna for Karen's weird STD
I'm
thing.
cured. We remember that, right?
Yeah, she's cured.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so then we don't. Okay, so yeah. So
And
if
we just kind of
anything,
want to, because that bitch is
honestly,
crazy.
honestly, then if that's the case, if you're cured,
Let the wizards.
we
duke it
literally
out.
could just, yeah, we literally could just give them our cubes and be like, hey, we're gonna fucking leave. Like, the only reason that we were here.
The other thing is in there. The Soulmonger's in there.
We need to destroy the Soulmonger. So
Yeah,
that's
okay.
the only
Yeah.
thing we need to do. But
For-
they're gonna want it.
For lack of a
We'll
better
see.
way of putting it, the magical MacGuffin at the end of the campaign is in this particular hole. Like, there's all kinds of
Right,
stuff
right,
that we
right.
can do
Okay,
throughout the
I didn't
jungle,
understand.
but this
Okay.
is where the campaign goes.
Yeah.
Right. I understand that. I get that. But my understanding of it was out of character that we were only here because of Karen's thing, and that was to get the Hand of Vecna.
That's what led
Now-
you here. This also happens to be where the campaign went.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
All right.
that's what I was saying too. I didn't realize that the Soulmonger was here. I thought we were going in here for the hand.
We found that out while we were in the city.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
We took the shortcut to the
so you're
end.
partially correct then. I think that that could be our chip that we could trade off with them, is that maybe we could go in and say, let us go in here, and then they could have the
Or-
rest of the cubes.
Yeah, or we could get them to hire us as mercenaries. We've shown ourselves to be very capable. Perhaps they know a way off of Schult. There's a solid chance that we could have them hire us as mercenaries, show their hand. Then, before we get into the tomb, we kill the fuck out of them, take everything that they have, and then frickin' go in, destroy the Soulmonger, and frickin' leave. And we'll have a way off of Schult. We'll have money in our pockets, and we'll never have to worry about fucking coming back here ever again.
Do we know what the Red Wizards would do with the Soulmonger if they got it?
No.
Nope.
Because we don't know enough about the Soulmonger or the
Mm.
Red Wizards.
Yeah, we don't even know that they're actually wizards of Thay. Out of character, we don't even know that they're actually wizards of Thay.
But
And
don't we need to
So-
destroy it? Isn't that the whole purpose? Don't we need to destroy it, or am I wrong in assuming that?
we
Yeah,
need to
let's-
destroy
we
it.
need to destroy
We
it.
don't know if they know about it. We don't know what they would do with it. We don't know if they care about keeping it. So we can walk up to them. In fact, Rain will even say this in character. We can tell them, look, you go after the Hand of Vecna, and we go after the Soulmonger, but we don't even know if they know that the Soulmonger is in there. So simply bringing it up might be tipping our hand and giving away extra information.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bringing
If
up
we-
the Hand of Vecna might
So
be the
that's
same
why
one.
I'm saying
Hold on.
we
Tyler's had trouble getting his word in edgewise. Tyler, what was that?
if what we're coming in here, we know that we don't know why they're coming to this place. We know that the Soulmonger's in here, and we could probably use their help to get the Soulmonger. We really don't know if these guys have ulterior motives. We know that they're assholes, but if they're coming this way, and we know the Soulmonger's here, they could be coming to help us, they could be coming here to destroy the Soulmonger.
Okay,
We probably need.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it that they're
well,
here to
hang on.
destroy the Soulmonger.
If I remember correctly, and Ken, please tell me if I'm wrong. If I remember correctly, we did get a little bit of information out of the one guy that we interrogated before he Misty stepped out of his bonds. And he did, in fact, say that they were there for the Hand of Vecna, if I remember correctly. Now, I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I'll shut my face. But I think that's what he told us.
He was excited to hear that the Hand of Vecna was in there.
Okay. All right, so they might have been there for something else. So okay, so based on that, and we all were there for that conversation too. So every character knows that happened. Based on that, there's a solid chance that they're actually here for the Soulmonger, and the Hand of Vecna is just another prize that they can take while they're here.
Yes. Do we have any indication that these people are going to try and steal it or something, or they would not help destroy it?
They are not in this party.
And so now we're going around the table and trying to get everybody to have to say. Mandred, what were you going to say?
I was going to say the opposite, that we offered the opposite, that we go in, get them the cube. They can have the cubes. We just want to be the ones that go in and get it. We'll pool our resources, but we want to be the ones to go in and get it. We go in.
Wait, what? Hold
just-
on, sorry.
Get.
Why do we want to be the ones to go in to get the cube? That's the part we want them for. That's the hard part. We want to be the ones that go into the temple part.
Because we want to destroy the Soulmonger.
That's in the next part, not in the cube room.
Yeah, we need
That's
all
not like we need all the cubes to unlock that door.
And there's nothing saying that
There's
all
like a
of us
bunch of
can't go in.
Yuan-Ti.
I didn't realize that.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, also, we already know where the Yuan-Ti live. We were just there before the last temple. If they took this cube, the last cube that we need, that means that we have to go back to that big plaza area within
There's
the
a
fucking, and
ton
we
of
have to
them.
go, and we have to go underground.
All right. We're going to be
fight
talking about
a
this.
shit ton of Yuan-Ti.
We're going to be talking about this well into the next session anyway, and it's after 1. So
Okay. So why don't you guys...
I've said my piece, so I don't have anything else to say. So
All right, well,
that's
everybody-
what you wait for anyway.
Okay. So this is a good place to stop. Chat in the game chat throughout the week. Figure out what you guys want to do. So when we start the next session, we can finish the conversation.
Okay.
All right. XP wise, everybody gets. Let's see. I'll say 6,000 divided by 4 is 1,250. I call it 1,500 each.
Okay.
Is anyone doing the math? You want me to do it?
I got it. We're at 20,100.
All right. So, you guys are all there. Figure out how you want to proceed in the next session, and we will start the next session with that encounter.
Sounds good.
I'm sure it'll be great.
Thank you guys for playing. I'll talk to you all
Yeah.
next week.
Thanks for the session, Ken. It's always a pleasure.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
guys.
Have
Bye-bye.
a good one, everybody.
Yep, y'all have fun.
See y'all later.
Hey, Hunter, how's the stuff going